Hello.
Well,
Hello. Hello.
What's up, everybody?
Hello.
What up?
That's a gang sign. Don't do that.
No.
Hi guys,
that's
welcome to the Blind Away podcast.
I tried to stop right behind you.
I'm Rick.
I'm
Aaron.
Shane.
Aaron here.
Aaron. Hello. Hello.
I'm Eric.
And I'm Calvin.
Calvin always has
You
to take
fucked
so
that
much
up
time.
so bad.
We're having fun. Can't stop me from having fun.
Don't stop me.
Nah.
Exactly. That's the one. So, we got a little bit of a late start because of Shane's bathroom shenanigans.
I took a
Vows.
shit. I did take a shit.
The longest
Yeah,
shifts you've had in a long
but
time.
we didn't tell you to play with it in
You
the
know-
shower.
Yes.
To be fair, it's the shortest shit of all of us, but usually your shits are quick.
Yesterday you were like, I have to shit right now. I'm gonna go. And then like you were gone. You came back. We're like, did you shit? And you're like, yeah. It just goes right out. And, like,
Oh, this one.
but today
it
took a long time. Why are we talking about this?
well, it took me forever to wipe.
Blind way.
You know those situations
The
This
Blind
is
Way
Shane's
podcast.
best thing of the week.
when you take a shit, and I thought there was nothing there. There was a little piece hanging, so I wiped it, just smeared it. So I was in there wiping for 10 minutes.
I regret.
That's what you need, wet wipe.
Why do we go?
All right, guys, that does it for the Blind Away podcast. We'll see you next
Join
week.
us next week
podcast
when
was
we
shit.
hear
What was your
Eric
favorite thing of the
say.
week, Aaron?
What was my favorite thing of the week? Dang. I don't know. I don't feel like I have a thing.
You don't have a thing?
I have a favorite
Your
thing
whole
this
week was so
This
uneventful.
whole week.
You can't
My-
think of one thing to talk about.
I mean, I can, but I don't want to talk about that one. Melanie might get mad.
Understand.
Well, that one thing, huh?
Yeah. One thing. I mean, what happened for like 2 years finally happened again.
All right, I'll go with mine.
Okay, go ahead.
Mine was...
That's enough, Eric.
Monday night, I think. Or maybe it was Sunday night. I can't remember exactly. Anyway, it was at night. It was dark. I was outside having a cigar.
It was a dark and stormy night.
It was nice and relaxing. I was sitting there listening to a podcast in my headphone in that chair I have in the back,
Yeah.
And it was just nice and relaxing, and I was kind of just with my head back and just listening, smoking a cigar. And then in the corner of my eye, I see movement. I kind of look over and I see like a black shape near, like, I have a trash can
Was
out
it
there.
tubular?
Like,
No.
how big of a shape do you mean?
Like long
this-
and
like
black.
small, like the size of a bread box, maybe.
Yeah.
Honestly, when I first saw it, I thought it was a cat.
Okay.
And then...
You realize you
by-
don't have a cat.
Well, I don't have a cat anymore because it's dead. Thank you, Rick. But then I saw the two long white stripes.
Oh. Oh
And I
dear.
immediately knew it was a skunk. And the problem with this being a skunk,
You
is
can't
that
do shit.
this thing
How close was
is 15 inches away from me. Not a foot, not quite there, but 3 inches more. This thing was so close I could have touched it. I'm sitting there, and there's a wall right beside me, and at first I see it, and remember, I have a headphone in, I'm relaxing, I have a cigar right here, I'm just sitting, and I see it, and I just go like, it doesn't see me yet.
Eyes open wide, like
It
staring
doesn't-
at it.
cigarette falls out of your mouth
it
like
doesn't,
Sid
it
in
doesn't
Alex
see me
7.
yet. It's looking, it's doing
It's
something, and then
rummaging
like
through the
I'm just like,
trash,
okay,
right?
Yeah.
I just need to be quiet, and it'll just keep going. It was around the trash can, but I didn't have any trash around it or anything. It was just kind of sniffing around, and it kind of like comes into the view, and I get a better look at it. It's a little younger than full grown,
Right.
so but it's not a baby or anything. But so I imagine that it just maybe doesn't have the life experience to stay the fuck away from humans, you know?
Or had
It-
rabies.
or the smell
Or
of the
whatever.
cigar smoke like masked
It
your
could be
scent.
something like that. It didn't stink. Obviously, they don't stink until they want to. But
Right.
it turned around and it looked right at me, and I think it realized what I was because it like looked at me and
Big
it
man.
stopped like this, and I'm sitting there like this, and it's between me and my door. Like, I'm thinking like I can get in my door, run over, shut it, like man, I've created this
spraying and
place.
spraying the glass.
But I'm like, I can't do anything. My car's over here. I can't run to my car. I can't run into my yard. Or
You can't
anything.
run.
I got weeds all over the place, you know? I'm like, okay, what do I do? Nothing. Sit here. I'm really good at doing nothing. Okay? This thing looks at me, and its back does this.
Yeah.
Like a
You know
cat
how
hissing art.
because skunks will put their ass over their head and spray you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like, you know,
Like
but
a fucking gym, like a gymnast.
It was
like
like,
an American.
it was almost like a cat, like what it did. But I thought, like in my head, I'm like, well, I'm gonna get sprayed in the face
yeah.
because this thing was right here.
Yeah.
That is nuts.
In my head, like my mind went to like I was thinking of fucking Hatchet. Remember Hatchet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hatchet. There's a skunk that lives in the rock behind where he lives.
Yeah, his cave.
Around that on that cave.
His shelter
His
thing.
name is Betty. All right, and
Yeah.
I sprayed him in the eyes one time when he was trying to like throw rocks at it so that he wouldn't take his food.
Yeah.
And I sprayed him in the face, and he's in the lake. Ah! He's like, it ruined my life for days. I stank, you know.
Yeah.
And then Betty took down a fucking bear. I'm
What?
thinking, I ain't no bear. This
It
is like,
took down a
yeah,
bear?
Betty sprayed the bear that was
it-
attacking Brian,
and then the bear got-
and the bear ran away. You know,
Yeah.
I was thinking, there's no way.
I've never read the book.
Of the millions of years of evolution that led to this moment, I'm no bear. I'm no fucking Brian. I'll tell you that.
Brian is a man.
I ain't no hatchet. And I was just, I haven't been more scared in a long, long time.
Yeah.
Okay?
I would be too.
Long
'Cause
time.
Like one time, go ahead. I want to.
No, I'm
tell
just,
us-
okay. We sit there and it stayed there. I'm like, I can either get up and try to scare it, or I can just sit here.
Don't scare it.
I didn't.
Scaring it is the worst.
What I was
idea.
thinking of, like, if I get sprayed, it's gonna be right in my face, like, cause it's right
Can you
there.
imagine doing you rolling
And I
around?
would have been like, I live alone. I would
I'd be like that guy in Jurassic Park got sprayed.
If I got sprayed, yeah, it would hurt, you know, because it gets in your eyes and shit.
Just go to the Y and take a shower.
But like, okay, well, what do I do after? I can't call police. I can't, like, I had to call Shane or something. I'm not gonna go get tomato juice or whatever, like, sprayed, and then I'm gonna stink for days, you know?
Yeah.
My entire life has flashed through my eyes, you know?
You've already stank this place up enough with your ramen noodle
I
shenanigans.
know, and I don't want to ever top that. Anyway, this thing eventually,
Top
like,
ramen.
it gets to the point where I'm like, maybe it doesn't fucking know I'm here. Because it's just
Like a dinosaur.
Yeah, like a dinosaur. And I just sat, and my cigar is burning closer towards my hand, you know? You know? And it was like this for about 15 minutes.
15 minutes?
15 minutes.
You had a staring contest
It's
with
just
Skunk.
looking at me.
For 15
Every once in a while,
minutes.
it would kind of look back and stuff, and just look back at me, you know? 15 minutes.
How the fuck did it get out of there?
It just left. It just went up, and I was like, ah! And then ran, you know? And I ran in my house, I shut the door, and I'm not smoking anymore. I'm not.
He was smoking.
But anyway, it was fucking,
something positive would come
it
from
was
this.
heroin. What
Yeah,
heroin
I can
was.
imagine.
I came in the next day, I was like shaking. I'm like, guys, I got a story, but I gotta wait for the podcast.
I have a burning question.
That's a
Yes.
hell of a-
After that.
Yeah.
Have you read The Hatchet, Calvin?
No, I have not.
Oh my gosh.
Because we all had to read it in school,
The
so that's
River?
why I wanted to know.
Well, yeah. I
Well,
haven't
that
read
was
it.
a more recent publication, right?
You did.
Nope.
Oh,
Don't think so.
I mean,
I don't know any of the story.
You were assigned to read it.
When?
Yeah, but he's
In, like, junior high.
He's like a boy would
With
do his
me.
homework.
In Bartlett?
Yes.
Seventh
Yeah,
grade's
No,
a little.
I recall Holes. I read Holes.
Seventh,
read
eighth
that
grade-
too.
Seventh,
I don't
eighth grade
recall
is a
ever
little.
reading
It's a little
Hat-
late to read it.
I don't remember ever reading Hatchet.
We definitely did.
there was Hatchet about a boy that had survived in the Canadian wilderness.
Brian's Winter, right?
And, well,
That's
then
the
there was
sequel.
The River first.
Oh, okay.
That's the sequel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the River was good, but then he was like, what if Brian had to survive the Canadian winter? So then he did like an alternate sequel,
Yes.
which was Brian's Winter. And then he did Brian's Return, which kind of treated both as if they happened.
Yeah.
But they couldn't have both happened at the same
Yeah.
time. Who gives a shit? It's young adult
Yeah.
fiction, you know?
Yeah.
And then there was another one too. But goddamn, I love those stories.
It's good
It's
stuff.
great, dude. Yeah, I
Gary
read
Paulson,
the,
right?
I read the first couple. I didn't read the fictional one until I was like 20.
Yeah.
Isn't that
the-
crazy? I
mean,
read the first two
Yeah.
over and over again, man.
But what always stuck with me is Betty the skunk that he had. In Brian's Winter, he thought that he was hearing gunshots.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, oh my gosh, people are here. So he's running around trying to find the gunshots, but he realized it's only trees exploding from expanding, the ice expanding inside of them.
Yeah.
Trees just pop. And then the pilot in the very first movie that has a heart attack and dies, and he has
First
to.
book.
Yeah. And he has to figure out what the hell am I. Yeah, the first. Well, there's a movie too, but
I know. It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh, I watched it with Malachi when he
Yeah.
read the first
it's
book.
not as good.
Yeah, it's.
But anyway, yeah, I love that book to death, and I thought of Betty the skunk whenever I was staring down fucking millions of years of evolution. This thing spraying shit in people's eyes and ruining their social statuses. You know?
I can't imagine.
Your
Like,
status is ruined forever.
you just would you come into work, or would you just stay at home?
Yeah, I mean, this
I don't-
fake
I
would be
would-
on you.
The first thing I would have done, I probably would call Shane because I'm not gonna go get tomato sauce myself.
Yeah.
Well, thanks to me, Shane. You need to get in your car, you can go to Walmart, get tomato sauce, drop it off in my mailbox, no questions asked.
Like the one time-
and he'd do it.
Oh, I would. It's like that one time you're taking a shit, you text me, hey, there's no toilet paper. Bring it back here, no questions asked.
Yeah.
I opened the door, gave it to you, said this didn't happen.
Oh my god! But man, just like the fear and panic I had when I saw that it is a skunk, and it's like here,
Yeah.
and it wasn't making any noise or anything. I just like, fuck, it was terrible.
Yeah, I imagine, dude. My dog Yogi got sprayed by a skunk.
I had many dogs get sprayed by skunks.
and like, cause
Yep.
first day I was in bed.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know, probably 10 or 11. And then I smelt the worst smell of my life.
Yeah.
Like, and I got up, and my dad was like, "God damn it!" He was like screaming, and then like
Yeah.
and it like, cause I smelled it from in my bed down the hall when
Yeah.
the dog came in the front door. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh damn.
And and obviously when you're driving, you'll smell it sometimes. Like, oh,
Yeah, like on the road.
Yeah.
I pray for that poor soul. You know what I mean? Whatever it was. But yeah, other than that, last year when I was jogging at night, I was actually in front of my friend's house. I go, that's my friend Skylar lives, and there was a skunk about from here to about 15 feet away.
Sure.
And I remember thinking, man, that's the closest I've ever been.
Yeah.
But then there you go with that. You know.
15 inches away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One time I was on a walk with a girlfriend
Yeah.
in the woods behind my parents' house, and we were just I know.
Like a walk.
But
But
we
you
were-
make
we
up
were-
stories, Eric.
Yes, it was the next
He was
girlfriend.
pushing you in a wheelbarrow.
I walked over the side of this hill, and then there was a skunk like in a hole, kind of like a gopher hole almost.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I just almost stepped on it, you know.
Yeah.
I was like, "Fucking run!" He just took off. You know?
You push her down like Shane in Walking Dead.
Like yeah,
You push her to cover up the hole again.
yeah, like
Step
a
on it.
grenade.
No.
That's a hell of a fucking story.
Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, that was my favorite thing of the week. Of many favorite things.
Well,
of
you
the
told
week.
me like the other day it's the closest I've been to dying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He did.
I was like, what the hell was it? You know?
he said. Yeah, he said I had an encounter with a wildlife.
I had a wildlife encounter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll
close to
tell you
dying.
later.
Shit, man.
Closest I've ever been to dying.
Black bears on
That was a joke
Hadley,
just for
on
me.
Hadley Lane. You know.
Yeah. Anyway, but there was also a lot of great things this week. I'm sure we'll get to them in the news.
Oh yeah. We got some stuff.
Yeah.
James Cameron related stuff. It's cool.
James Cameron, huh?
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
see that.
That's cool.
I pride myself on seeing
No.
things.
I mean, I would say out of the week, my favorite thing is still like trying to play through Spider-Man. It's a great,
Oh, yeah.
it's a great game. It's a great story.
Yeah,
It's been so much fun.
my second favorite might be finishing Spider-Man.
Really.
Yeah. Which was I only finished the main story. I still have a decent amount of like side quests and stuff to go through, but who damn? Some of the best Marvel characterization ever. Not just like
No, yeah,
video game.
everyone that's
He might
been
be
in
my
it-
favorite Peter Parker.
Everyone that's been in it, I've liked a
Wow.
good bit.
Tobey Maguire.
I'm not 100% sold as my favorite Mary Jane.
No, I agree.
I don't know about that, but I like a lot of the other characters and stuff that's in it.
Yeah.
And then also like, besides that, like usually it's that I've been playing WoW and I've been I started watching The Good Place with Melanie
The Good Place.
with Kristen Bell. She's in it.
Oh,
it's a TV
it's-
show.
Okay.
So I started watching that.
That's not the one where she's dead, right?
The first episode is that she's woken up, she has died, and she's in the good place.
Okay. So
That's why
okay,
it's called
that's
The
what
Good
it. All right.
Place.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Spoilers.
It's it's the first like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
It's the best.
The premise is
It's the
she's
best
dead.
premise I can give you without spoiling anything at all. So, I mean, I can tell you the twist of the first episode.
Aaron just watches all these shows and he has no idea if they're good because he doesn't hear anything about them. It's a lot of chances to take.
Yeah.
I don't
You know,
watch. I don't. Yeah, I know. I try not to look up anything at all. And I'm like, we probably won't react to The Good Place. Like, I'll watch it with Melanie, sure. 'Cause I always want to try to find something that her and I can watch.
That's the thing. Like I'm always trying to find shows I'm gonna like, but I don't want to react to.
Yeah.
The one that I found that I just finished was Ozark. I've seen season 1 a long time ago. I loved it.
Yeah.
Season 2 I loved even more. I think it's an amazing piece of television. I don't think it's necessarily a good react-worthy show.
Yeah.
It's kind of slow.
Yeah.
But it's done
But it's-
well.
It's
Very
like
engrossing.
it's slow and it's like an art piece almost. Like,
I
they
definitely
slow. Just
recommend
a lot of slow tension.
I recommend Ozark out there.
Yeah, I'm on the 5th episode now. I love that show as well.
Yeah, I still watch Person of Interest every once in a while here and there, like an episode here, an episode there.
I love that one too.
So I
I
still
binged
wanna-
the hell out of that.
I haven't binged it yet. I need
Sure.
to.
Me
finish
and
it
me
up.
and Eric were like before Blind Wave started. Him and I were watching it together every
We
week,
were.
talking about it. And you didn't like it. You abandoned me. And then when I stopped watching it, eventually years later you said, "Oh yeah, I went to the beach, finished it in a week or some shit." I'm like, what?
Finish it all at once.
Pisses me off. And
Yeah.
so then I had to binge it.
I started watching it, and I never got to a point where I'm like, man, I don't like this. Like, it's always been pretty good story.
Sure.
I've just kind of slowed down on watching
Well, I just
it.
love Reese. He's such a badass the way he talks like this.
Yeah, I'm conflicted
Hello,
on him
Finch.
Hello,
because
Finch.
his character is very bland.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But, like, I guess that's what he's supposed to be.
Oh, hello, Mr. Reese.
I don't know. Yeah, it's just.
Yeah,
I
no, I get you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh,
He always
man.
has the same voice. He doesn't usually have much fluctuation.
No.
He's just a badass guy with his voice. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
That's who he
yeah.
is, I guess. So.
He
I mean-
fluctuates in the Passion of the Christ quite a bit.
Yeah. I just remember I having to call Shane. I mean, it's not necessarily a spoiler, but I had to call Shane one time. I'm like, dude, That God mode scene though.
Oh, dude, yeah. Man,
So fucking awesome.
There's some cool things that happen.
Yeah.
for sure, for sure.
Well, of course, he would be God mode. Jesus.
I was just gonna say my best thing of the week.
Sure.
Probably two. First of all, Dragon Quest XI.
Yeah.
It's impossible for me to tell how long we've been playing that game because time just flies. So it could have been 15 minutes in, it could have been 6 hours in. But like we reached a point very early on in the story where Maggie and I were just like tearing up. Like it was just so like dramatic and like usually the roll into JRPGs are really slow, right? But this one like hit you right off the bat with something kind of big. So that was awesome. And then mailbag today. Got some board games at World Candyland.
Yeah, you did.
Very excited.
Good.
But you also got some candy-related things.
Thanks, Shane.
Got burned down, but
The one thing I'd say too with like you were saying about like tearing up in a game and stuff like that, like there was a scene in Spider-Man that I got to that like it's done some stuff that's much more than just like, well here let's just make a kids game where it's just a superhero going around saving people and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like there's a really good cutscene
Insomniac,
that I
man.
went through and like an element of like where you're playing through some stuff that is done really well and it's sad and crazy.
I want to know what scene you're talking about, but
You
I don't
know.
want to give it away.
You know what it is.
Well, how far in the game are you?
Well, I don't want to say that either. I feel. I mean, I don't know how many of those there are, but I hit the first one.
I'm just trying to think if like me and you should relate and go hug, or I should be like, you motherfucker.
They're just
You
really
ain't
good.
Shit. You don't know where I've been. Where I've been.
Yeah. Well, there was some cool moments I had in that too, but like that, there was
Sure.
one time I was like, man, I felt like I was tearing up while I was streaming it, which I fixed my stream. It's not lagging anymore, really.
Yeah.
Good.
So that's good. So you can watch
Cool.
Spider-Man now without lag, guys. Come watch it. It's fun.
Hell
What'd
yeah.
you do to fix it?
I had to do stuff with the capture thing.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Calvin, what about you? Favorite thing?
I can't think of any one thing that was like the top of my week. Pancakes was pretty good.
Okay.
I do love the pancakes, and I loved Aaron's pancakes almost more than mine, but he preferred
Wait,
mine over his.
Did we all have pancakes?
We went to IHOP,
We went to
and
IHOP.
had
Oh, yeah.
food,
For
and I
hours.
think there I was eating my pancakes and realized that I don't really like pancakes.
Yeah. Aaron had a life-changing discovery.
Like I'm eating these like they
Oh,
were
those weren't-
Belgium dark chocolate, and I ate them about half of them, and I'm
Those aren't
like,
pancakes.
this isn't doing it for. It wasn't that I felt full. It was that I didn't want them anymore. And
Yeah,
then Shane's
I
like,
know
well,
what you
here,
mean.
try mine, and they were like this caramel like.
Yeah, but you said they
vanilla-
were really good.
They were, and I ate 3 bites.
Were you in the mood
and,
for them,
And then
though?
I ate 3 bites of Shane's, and then I was like, I don't really want this
Sure.
either.
But
Like,
you of all of
That's-
us, you spent 30 minutes trying to figure out what you wanted. I don't think
Yeah.
you were in the pancake
Yeah,
mood.
well,
When I'm in the pancake
see-
mood, I like me some motherfucking pancakes. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I
And
guess.
I love that.
I like French
like-
toast.
Sure.
I like French toast
toast is
better.
good.
Yeah.
French
I
toast
like
over
waffles.
pancakes?
I like waffles better than pancakes. Pancakes are just a flat
don't
piece
know.
of cake.
So you get some blueberries
You
in
can get
this
some
pancakes.
waffles.
There's some
Yeah, but you do
chocolate
that-
chips.
Chocolate chips,
You
bro.
can do that with
Apples?
waffles. Do that with waffles.
Back in the day, man.
No, that holds that syrup. in
Making a
its
girl
spot.
chocolate chip
Little bit
pancakes
of-
for breakfast.
Get some butter, man. Put some effort.
Yeah,
Get
you
some
don't need
waffles.
the girl. Just make yourself.
But no, like it was just, it wasn't doing it for me. And I think too, like I made my decision after you guys all did. I was like, I want the biscuit and gravy. And she's like,
Yeah.
no, you don't. I was like, what? I was like, don't get it.
I've never had a waitress do that, by the way.
She's like,
I have.
She's like,
I have.
Yeah.
I'll
I
ask.
haven't.
I'll say,
Yeah.
what do you think of this? And she'll say, like, sometimes I'll say, people love it, but I honestly don't like it. Or I'll say, people don't like this at all. You know what I mean?
Maybe
Yeah, but have you ever said, I want this, and she says, you don't want that? Or have you said, like, what do you think of this?
I've always asked if I'm not sure, and they'll tell me the truth.
Yeah, you didn't ask.
I
You
didn't
said
ask.
that, and
I
she's
said-
like, no.
She
don't get
interrupted
that.
and said, no, you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
Maybe I
like,
just make really good choices all the time. I've never had that happen to me.
I feel like, I don't know, it's biscuit and gravy. Like, how do you go wrong with biscuit and
She
gravy?
just said there
You
wasn't
don't
any
have it-
sausage.
I mean,
There's
she said there was
sausage
no
in it.
sausage and that they
That's-
just like
I mean, I'm glad
barely
that she
toasted
saved
the
it, 'cause that would have
biscuits.
been
Some
terrible.
kind of
Yeah, it said-
culinary holocaust.
Instead, I ended up having pancakes, and I didn't like it.
When she described it, it sounded terrible.
Maybe. I don't know. I should have just went with the burger.
Yeah, probably.
I was going to get that jalapeno burger thing. It looked good.
Yeah.
Make Rick take a bite.
Next time.
Oh,
I do
dear
love
Lord.
good French toast.
Your French toast is great.
But
toast is really
pancake,
good.
you can do pancakes any way.
I remember
And you can hate some pancakes and love others. 'Cause
And
it's
you
like
can make-
saying I don't like cake. I'm like, well, there's millions of kinds of cake.
No, I would never say I don't
You can
like
also
Probably
make
not
pancakes
millions.
in all kind of fun shapes. You
Yeah,
can do that
but
with
I
waffles.
could just do that with waffles.
Nope.
Pancakes, I mean, it's really cake. It's made the same way.
I
You
know.
can put chocolate in it. You can put strawberries. You
Yeah,
know.
I know.
So it's just, I don't think you're in a mood.
I don't know. I'm just saying, I didn't like those, and I tried yours, had 3 bites. I'm like, no. After the first couple bites, I'm like, it dwindles away.
I
I'm like,
think
I don't need these.
now I know how you feel when I talk about bacon.
Bacon is good all the time, Rick.
See, that's what I'm saying about pancakes.
I get you.
Yeah,
I
but
get what he's saying. I don't agree.
Yeah.
We're gonna make bacon pancakes.
All right. Well,
They're coming for you because you don't like bacon.
we've got some big Netflix-related news.
Oh man, I
James Cameron's Avatar.
No, you son of a bitch! Don't do this to us. Everybody's
What?
waiting for us to talk about this.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, Avatar: The Last Airbender.
I want
Live
to start
action.
out by saying, what was it yesterday? We were downstairs. This came out yesterday, right?
Yeah.
We were
I think
downstairs,
so.
and I was looking on my phone. You guys were talking about something.
We were having a meeting and you were on your phone, not
you guys
paying
were having
attention.
a very important blind wave
what was that?
meeting. And then I was on my phone, and it said Netflix will be developing a live-action Avatar: The Last Airbender thing. And the first thing I thought of, you know what first I thought of? I said, fucking Antoine Bandelet got somebody. Because he's been doing that. He's been saying Netflix is going to be coming out with a new series. And he does it on April Fool's. He did it twice, and he got people both times.
He did.
Yeah.
That son of a bitch, he's still getting people. And I went through, and I'm like, holy shit, wait a minute. That's the actual official Netflix tweet. I immediately went to other places. I'm like,
How did Antoine get Netflix's
I know.
Twitter?
I was like, oh, it's good for him, man. You know, it's gonna be so big for his channel. But I couldn't believe when I read it that they're gonna be doing that. The original creators are gonna be coming back.
Yep.
Yeah, they released a statement about it.
You know,
too.
they released a statement. The original composer is going to be coming back from that.
heard
So
that
I'm
as
so
well.
happy.
Yep.
We have not yet checked out the M. Night Shyamalan Avatar movie, which we have plans for doing something with one day.
I've seen scenes of it, but not the whole thing.
I've seen shots, or I've seen the. I remember watching the trailer.
I remember the
a long
trailer
time
thinking
ago.
like, man, that looks cool.
Yeah, I
know?
know that it's notoriously bad. I'm going to say, like, is it as bad as Dragon Ball Evolution? I don't know. But
I mean,
I'm not the kind of person that's like, well, man, he ruined it forever, and you can't do it in live action. You can definitely do it in live action.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I've heard people too that don't know Avatar: Last Airbender that was like, oh, the
Yeah.
movie was pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, like,
But-
I guess what I mean, like, Dragon Ball Evolution, if it didn't say Dragon Ball, I'd be like, oh, this is kind of interesting.
Yeah, or
but
if
it's
you-
a bastardization of the source material.
Or if you didn't,
So it's bad in that
if
way.
you
Not
didn't
necessarily
know-
it's a bad.
if you didn't know Dragon Ball.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
you
Yeah,
did
that's
not
what-
know any of that information.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what I meant.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. He was just saying like if it wasn't called Dragon Ball and it was something else.
Yeah.
But if you also didn't know Dragon Ball and watched it, like if I just watched it, not
Yeah, if you went
watching
into
anything,
it with no expectation of, like, I love Dragon Ball so much, so, like, for me, it was a bastardization of the source material, and
And we've been saying Avatar,
It's-
but it's specifically The Last Airbender.
The Last Airbender.
yeah.
yeah.
see, I guess it would be like this new Ninja Turtle cartoon coming out that everything's kind of flip flopped on it, and like it feels like it's
Yeah.
against the lore of Turtles of what they're doing.
I don't like anything I've heard.
But if you don't know anything about the Turtles and you watch it,
Yeah,
it
you
may
don't care.
just be a very good series and you have no bias against it.
Sure,
Exactly.
But having that bias,
Yeah,
can-
it's got, like, outstanding, like,
It's like the Michael Bay Transformer movies for me. Like, because I love the original so much, like I just couldn't get into them.
yeah, I get you. I get
Now,
you.
I have seen the Netflix Death Note adaptation that they
Yeah.
did, which some parts I feel like, obviously some parts were just not good compared to the original. I think it would be a decent movie if you had never seen Death Note.
Yeah.
I think they nailed some shit. Like, nailed. I think L is amazing, and I think Ryuk is amazing.
Yeah.
Even though they changed some of the, like, elements of the characters, the characterization was pretty fucking cool.
I should watch-
But that would be a good one, I think.
I should
But-
watch that with like Melanie,
Yeah.
who doesn't know what Death Note is.
Sure.
My
And
kids
me,
have
who has
watched a few
Death Note,
episodes. I was like, you can't watch this.
Yeah.
Pissed me off, yeah, so I
But
shut that shit down.
So that'd be the fun thing is like watching
Yeah.
something like that with someone who's seen it and someone who hasn't.
Yeah, but I
and seeing what
don't
the
know
difference
if the original creator was involved in the adaptation. I think he said, like, I liked it, but these two. Like, the only thing going on with this series from Netflix right now is that the two creators are moving to Netflix, and they're going to start working on the thing, and that the composer is going to be coming back, which I'm really happy about. I do not believe that the Avatar: The Last Airbender movie used any of the themes from the TV show, which is just a damn shame.
It is a shame. It's
Yeah.
a great soundtrack.
It's an amazing soundtrack. I find you better. Try to find me better fight music than the Agni Kai fight music. You can't. It's so amazing.
I mean, you say run, but
You say run.
Top
is a
three.
heroic theme that gets me inspired. Agni Kai makes me want to go out,
And
put
fight.
a fucking like spray paint circle on the ground,
Sure.
fight.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. So
But I also
There's a
love the
fucking-
Avatar theme too.
There's been a bunch of announcements the past 2 hours. I just haven't seen my phone.
There's been a lot of
Yeah,
stuff.
there's
Yeah.
lots of stuff going on.
Well,
the thing that was cool this week too, I guess, was that they had the Captain Marvel trailer finally dropped. So Melanie was like
Marvel
really
trailer.
excited about
Yeah.
that because
Yeah.
she's been all about Captain Marvel over the last couple years.
Yeah.
Of like she was watching, I don't know, some of the animated stuff and whatnot. Captain Marvel came in, she really took a liking to her, and then
Yeah.
she started like looking into like who she is and stuff.
in Avengers: Earth Mightiest Heroes, the cartoon, she plays a pretty big role, and it's awesome. in that
I think that might have
cartoon.
been one that she saw. I think she might have shown up in one of the Spider-Man cartoons that she was watching with the kids, and then like I know that she's like gone on YouTube and like,
Sure.
wanted to look up like who is she and what's her story
Yeah.
and stuff because she just likes that character. So she was excited to have like that
Yeah.
come in.
Oh
So
no, I
that's
get
cool.
you. The cool thing about for me the Last Airbender is I definitely don't want us to claim any credit in terms of like a lot of people have mentioned. I've seen this on Reddit and stuff. Like when we started doing Avatar, it seems like a lot of people started coming back and doing Avatar, and it kind of really got a lot more popular in the last couple of years than like it was.
So we're
obviously-
responsible for that
No,
Netflix show.
We're
Absolutely
responsible
not.
for the Netflix show. Oh
Absolutely
my god!
not. If anything, we just read. What people wanted. Pretty good. You know?
We predicted the
Because
zeitgeist.
it came out, and then Korra came out, and then they had some comics and stuff, and it kind of dipped down. And then I feel it's kind of coming back a little bit more. It coincides with when we started, and then people like the normies, and then a lot of reactors. I think the reaction community is responsible for a lot of its
Resurgence.
Resurgence in terms of fan interactivity. Not it's not the biggest it's ever been, but I think that people got excited by it, by being able to experience other people watch it the first time. And I'm not saying that's like what they saw and like, oh, let's do a Netflix thing, but I don't think it hurt.
That's what you think about.
No, absolutely not.
So Eric thinks that we brought the Netflix shows. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Fine with me.
that's what I thought.
We'll have shave your head.
You guys
or
are
just
welcome.
Take off your
I
hat
would
and have
never.
you play Aang.
I wouldn't. I want to go with the trend there. I don't want.
Yeah,
I
yes.
don't want Aaron to do that.
What?
I want people to like it.
Yeah, you're right.
I hope The Rock plays the boulder.
Doesn't matter.
I was
what
trying
you
to think the other day of like casting or anything, but I really want, especially for the kids,
I want-
if they're going to be kids, I want unknowns.
I want Arya to be Toph.
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 Yeah.
That could be
see
pretty
it.
cool.
Might be
She's
old.
dancer
Might
as
be
well,
kind of old
right?
now.
Because she's like the ages are pretty young in the cartoon. I wouldn't be super upset if they might age it up to
No.
like a 17, 18.
I want
honestly.
Lyanna Mormont. That's tough.
Yeah.
She'd be good too. But you know what I'm saying? Like I think I wouldn't be super upset if they aged up the character.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something
Sure.
about that 10-year-old though. Like if you do
No,
it
that's,
right,
yeah, no, I get you.
like I don't know.
It's so
I-
tough
I'd-
with
I'd
children
wanna-
actors, though.
What?
on.
I said it's so difficult
Was
with
that
children
Kino?
actors.
See,
Has Sokka
Well, I look at
Aang.
Stand By Me like I
Dave
wouldn't want them
Bautista as
because I love
Combustion
Man. No, I
coming of
get
age
you.
teenage movies. Like it's
That would be cool.
my thing is that I'm not one of these guys that's like, oh man, a bad adaptation came out and now it's ruined forever and I can't go back, because you will never be able to touch Avatar: The Last Airbender. For a reason. It's one of the top 100 TV shows of all time. You know, like it's in that list.
Yeah.
Like officially, for me, it's like top 10.
Officially.
Yeah, like I think
Like
was it Time Magazine that came out?
Okay.
Is that official?
And like one
I
of
was
the
just
things
saying,
was,
like what makes it official? That's what I was wondering.
yeah, like Time Magazine had like there was the Watchmen as in the greatest novels of all time, and then there was Avatar: The Last Airbender, the greatest television shows of all
Watchmen's
time.
pretty great.
Yeah. Anyway,
That was their pick of the greatest television show of all time. Was
it wasn't their pick; they were just in that list.
oh,
Yeah,
she just-
top-
okay.
They had like
I'll look up
100
the
of
list.
each
I just wondering why you mentioned the Watchmen. Like you're just like that was in there
because
I
that
thought you
was
meant, like,
that
these are
was
the top
another
ones.
list that they had.
Yeah. Okay.
Was kind of like an unconventional pick. It's like the best novels of all time. You're gonna pick a graphic novel. It's like, well, read it. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
I have, and it is amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Alan Moore. But in terms of, adapting this thing, I don't need a one-for-one recreation of the cartoon.
Yeah, you've already
Like
seen
I
it.
want an adaptation that that those two creators, they've lived 10 years since they've made that. What
What ideas have they
There were
had?
10 years of experience. What have they been able to put into something and reimagine it? So
Yeah.
I'm cool if they want to go a little bit older with the main
What would
characters.
you change?
I
No,
would
like that kind of thing.
I
No,
would-
I don't mean as you. I mean like as a creators, like having this time
Yeah.
in between. Like what would you change about it if you were
Sure.
going to change anything?
Yeah, I don't
Like,
know.
What would you take away? What would you add? Maybe.
Yeah, we don't even know if it's going to be a
It could be a-
straight up retelling.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
could just take place in that world. It could be.
It could be
it
a
could be
different avatar.
It could be a revamp or refresh. Of something.
It could be about shoot. What was that kid? And he was in 2 episodes. The
Juan?
Juan.
Oh, Avatar One.
Yeah, it could be about him. I don't know.
Yeah,
That'd be kind of cool.
he'd have to be played by Glenn, Walking Dead.
Yeah.
He did his voice.
Yeah.
We're perfect.
It's,
I was thinking about
Steven
casting.
Yeun.
The only thing that I said was like, because I know they came out and said like we want to be as close to the ethnicity of these characters as possible. So it's not going to be a whitewash thing where it's like all that. But I said I would not be upset if you just had Mark Hamill be Fire Lord Ozai. It
Yeah.
didn't make any sense. I don't care. Just have him do it. That's what I always like. That's all I say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's so good.
And then I did see one person say that
Such a cool voice.
Drax or who plays
Batista?
Drax?
Dave Bautista.
Batista would play Sparky Boom Man.
Yeah,
I did
somebody
see
just
someone
said
do
that in
that.
chat. Yeah.
That was pretty good.
In my quick Googling, Eric, I can't find what you're talking about, but it doesn't mean it didn't happen.
Yeah, I missed it from a
Liar.
long time
Eric,
ago. But
Eric
sure.
lied. There's no Time magazine doesn't exist.
It's literally fake news.
Yeah.
That's
No, that's definitely exciting, and it's good for our channel as well. You know what I
maybe
mean?
it was
So-
IMDb for the television, and it was Time for the novels.
I did see Time ranked like Pandora at Disney Park, one of the best places to go, but that was the only thing I could find.
That's
Yeah.
close, Rick.
That's all I could
That's
find.
not related in the slightest.
I know, I'm just saying. I found Time and I found Avatar,
Okay.
and that was the closest match.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, some pretty big news there. Definitely. We've had a lot of big.
We've had so much news.
Yeah,
Did you guys hear the Marvel news?
Yep.
Not just
Captain
that
Marvel.
Captain
X-Men
Marvel.
or
Well, no, it was from yesterday that Kevin Feige talked about how they're going to be doing for this Disney streaming service. They're going to be doing miniseries for
Yeah.
a lot of characters like Loki and Scarlet Witch being
Yeah.
played by
Really?
the actors from
Like
the
live action.
They'll
and
have like a
stuff?
live action, like 6
What?
episode, like TV series.
and
kinda
saying
thing.
that it's going to be on the production scale of a movie, but it's going to be for that.
Which, I mean, I like that because then that stuff that has to do with those characters that is in like a TV show kind of format.
Sure.
It's
Which I
fleshing
feel
out the
like
characters.
gives hope of like, hey, look, TV shows that match up with the
Yeah.
movies. Do that with Shield, you know, like
please.
stuff like that. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's just one of my big hopes all the
Sure.
time.
I
But
get you.
I feel like that's a step in that direction. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Blend in
sure.
Netflix, which is a streaming service with its own stuff. Have that with its own Disney streaming stuff, and then have Shield like bring
Yeah.
it all back together.
Do you think those are the
Or it might give us a chance for those characters to also interact with our movie
Sure.
characters in their arc or whatever they're doing.
Do you think those two characters are the best choices? Or would you prefer to see
No, I
two other
mean-
characters?
I never picked Iron Man as the first fucking thing I want to watch on Marvel, but it
I don't think
worked.
you can afford Robert Downey Jr.
No, he's
Well,
saying
what
he
I'm
wouldn't
saying-
have picked Iron Man as the first
Oh, I'm
Marvel
sorry.
cinematic movie.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
so they can surprise the hell out of me.
No, I think Scarlet Witch. What do we know about her? Not a lot.
Not a lot.
Like I think it's a good idea to like let's flesh out her backstory.
Yeah.
And
I mean, we know
She
a lot about.
isn't Magneto's daughter in this canon, or okay.
I mean, Magneto doesn't exist in this canon, you know. So
In this canon,
But he's
she's
going to
more
now.
of she's a byproduct of the Hydra experiments on an Infinity Stone.
Yeah.
Which is why she was able to destroy an Infinity Stone.
Got it. Okay.
so yeah. So like with her, like what all we know about her is from
Yeah.
other groupings of superhero movies. You know, Civil War, Infinity War, and
Yeah.
Avengers 2. Right.
I mean,
so
yeah.
Right.
getting more story with her. Loki, I feel like we know a little bit about him, but he's a fun character. We could find out some more stuff about him.
yeah, he's great.
But like, who else would you pick? You know, like
I mean, I would go with a smaller character like
Falcon.
Maria Hill. I would say Black Widow, but I really would like them to go with a Black Widow movie. I mean,
Yeah.
especially an actor on the caliber of Scarlett Johansson. You know, let's go with it. You know,
yeah.
I would
see how
kinda
Captain Marvel does first. you
like
know?
to see like the Heroes 3, like have it set in Asgard or something, but that might be beyond their budget of what
Yeah.
they're looking to do.
That would be
Maybe.
interesting.
Dude, Falcon, I think would be fun because I'd like to know more about him.
Yeah.
Especially if they end up like say they have to make him Captain America in the future for some reason.
Mhm.
Let's get more story on him so that we are more connected with that guy who
Yeah.
could become, you know, or Bucky. You
Yeah.
know, if for any reason
Bucky would be
Steve
cool.
Rogers needs to not be Captain America, one of those two would take the mantle. I feel like, but let's know those characters more.
Ooh, you know, it'd be good. Howling Commandos. I know they did some stuff with an Agent Carter.
Neil McDonough,
Yeah, he
Ah.
Doug Duggan. What do you call?
Dum Dum Duggan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He had the bowler hat and the
That
beard,
big mustache,
mustache.
dude, man.
That would be good. The Howling Commandos.
Howard Stark.
Howard Stark stuff would be cool.
Yeah, Howard
You
Stark
know?
would be cool. Yeah.
Maybe.
Have like
He was in
way
Peggy
back
Carter
stuff.
and Agent Carter a little bit and stuff.
I feel like he's a supporting character, though.
I mean,
Howard Stark and like Hank Pym.
wouldn't like.
Hank Pym could be cool.
Wasn't Howard Stark also an Agent Carter?
That's what I said.
The younger guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Wouldn't Loki be a? He's kind of supporting, right? Like he doesn't have like movies about him necessarily.
I mean,
But
I mean, being a
over
ma-
the
a
course
main
of 10
villain.
years, he's become more than that.
He's influenced a lot in the universe.
I mean,
I
he-
feel like more than
yeah.
He plays the role of the main villain in 2 movies, right? In the
Yeah.
first Thor and then the first Avengers. So it's pretty.
And an
it.
antagonist. In
But
others.
it's also. You know,
we could finally have an in-canon Hulk by himself.
Yeah.
They probably won't do that.
No. If
Um,
anything, they'll probably have his own.
A lot of
film,
that just
if anything.
because they have all the legalities with Universal. I think it is that has ownership of. I think it's Universal. They
It
have
is.
ownership with Hulk, so that's why they haven't had a solo movie with that in so
Got it.
long. So I imagine TV show rights might be different. And maybe they don't have to use it for that. Maybe it's just movie rights they own. So maybe
Rights.
that's a
Hate rights. Take
maybe
'em away.
maybe that's a way of them finding
know
a
what I mean?
loophole of bringing in Bruce Banner and the Hulk to do some solo stuff with because well we don't have to follow your
Okay.
rules because it's a TV show.
You don't do Hulk, but you do Thunderbolt Ross as Red Hulk.
Oh, okay.
That'd be cool.
I mean, what's the ownership that they have though?
I
But
don't
yeah,
know.
that could be
Yeah.
cool. I would like that.
This isn't Hulk. He's red.
I mean, there's lots of things with Hulk. I remember watching through, like, what the hell are they doing with this guy who got blood dripped on his face, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he just, and, he's like, and we've never, ever heard about him, seen him,
Just Stan
nothing,
Lee.
you know?
Just do a Stan Lee, like all the characters Stan Lee going to a convention or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, all of his cameos.
Yeah. They all come
Each
in.
version of them. I want to see the
together.
hair cutting one.
Valkyrie
show
could
up.
be fun.
Valkyrie. That would
Valkyrie could
good.
be fun.
What's,
Yeah.
what's that guy's name?
Oh,
Cord or something?
Korg.
Korg.
Have him.
Korg would be good.
Have a
Korg
Korg
would be
episode.
amazing. I would love to see Korg.
A Korg series.
He's a man.
I don't know. You could also take any individual, I don't know.
You could take like one of the Guardians of the Galaxy and have them before.
Yeah.
I would like
What
to
if
see
they,
more of Drax's backstory.
Howard the Duck.
No.
No.
What if they introduce
He's in
characters?
the Guardians movie.
Ow.
I know, but
I
no.
don't
That'd
want
be
it.
great.
I don't want it. I don't want it. But what if
you,
they?
you guys don't fucking know anything about Howard the Duck, do you?
I've seen the movie.
He has a missile.
No, not the comics.
He has a missile launcher.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah.
Well, you like Rocket Raccoon, right? You
He's
like
cool.
Howard the Duck.
Howard the Duck is like a detective with a missile launcher, right?
Yeah, he's a detective that has sex with human females.
Yeah,
That's
and it's
all I know.
fucking fantastic.
If I
Wasn't
was
he?
a doctor,
Wasn't
I
he-
would
So
still
does
want to have
Roger
sex
Rabbit.
with human females.
Wasn't he voiced by Seth Green?
Yeah.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
It's fine. Yeah, do you think that they may introduce any new characters in like this thing, or is it only going to be characters already known?
I'm sure that they'll.
I thought they pretty much confirmed that they're on their plans.
I'm sure they'll introduce side characters that
Yeah.
are new.
What if they introduce the X-Men this way?
I mean, do they have that yet?
Yeah.
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 Actually, I think I didn't
There-
click on it, but
yeah,
there's
I-
basically an article. I think we're basically
And
talking
Fantastic
about
Four,
it.
right?
Yeah, I didn't click on it either, but someone sent something saying like Marvel confirmed something. With
Yeah, they
X-Men.
confirmed they're bringing the X-Men in.
Yeah.
Fantastic Four would be great because you could do just 4 episodes and then like,
Right.
yeah,
And then the fifth one's them all together.
or the movies them all together.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know?
true. I haven't heard that they've officially got the rights now, but
Well, they bought Fox, so they have to wait for the deals to go through and stuff. But yeah, apparently they officially have it now. It's just a matter of like when did they choose to do it. You know, we don't know what the fallout of Avengers
Yeah,
4 is going to be.
they're thinking about
but-
it. They confirmed that they're taking over X-Men. You know, so and that's
Yeah.
they're not gonna say anything else.
No.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
okay.
I mean, it's just crazy because there's so much. You know, it's weird because in my head I just say Hugh Jackman. That's all I care about.
Yeah.
I think
Well, you
they
can't.
can't.
Well, they'd
think
have to redo it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be a bunch of new people.
But they could just recreate the whole universe, which is kind of weird for me. You know, because X-Men was one of the.
It was the first.
I mean, they've done it before,
Yeah.
I know.
I mean, fantastic.
except
Well,
for Hugh Jackman.
Spider-Man and X-Men were like the first of like the newer modern superhero stuff, right?
Yeah, I mean, what
Yes, Spider-Man.
Blade.
X-Men.
Blade, X-Men, and
Blade.
Spider-Man are responsible for what we have now.
Yeah.
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 And I mean, Tim Burton's Batman.
They did, but
Yeah.
Yeah, but
they were still
there's a
treated
big
differently.
tonal shift from the.
They were treated differently.
from those.
Yeah.
From that. Yeah.
Yeah, these ones, that one was like, we'll sell a lot of toys with these movies, and this one's like, we're gonna sell this movie. There will also be toys, but we're gonna make a lot more money. We're gonna
Until
make
you got to
billions of
Spider-Man
dollars.
3.
You know, Tim Burton didn't make billions of dollars with his Batman movie. You know,
No.
But he had the back card though. He should have been fine.
That's not Tim Burton.
I know.
no, that was Shoemaker.
Yes. Okay. Do we have any other like TV show news before I go? into
Veronica
some
Mars
gaming
come back to
news?
Hulu.
Shit.
Veronica.
Wow.
Mars, God
Yeah.
Damn.
I still kind of can't believe / can't get over thinking about the Avatar thing. for
Eric,
me.
that's old news now.
I know, but I imagine a lot of people are interested to see or to hear what we have to think about it.
Yeah.
But
I mean, the only other thing I can think of is they announced Daredevil coming soon.
Yes.
Daredevil is September 13th, which is going to be weird
October.
for. I'm sorry, October 13th or 19th.
I'll check.
Then
Something
It's
like
sometime in
that.
October.
I think it's 19th now or 16th.
It's sometime in October.
How about 18th, Eric?
But anyway, with our 1 a week schedule of Iron Fists, we're gonna
March
be going,
18th.
Yeah, October. Right?
What season?
Season 3.
My mistake.
Yep.
Yeah.
September 20th.
What? For Daredevil 3?
2018.
It comes out soon.
I got it. let me.
The season is scheduled to be released on October 19, 2018.
Okay.
Okay.
19.
19.
Sometime in October.
Yes.
God damn it.
Damn it, Aaron, just get over it. Anyway,
failed me.
so we'll discuss how we're going to be releasing that, but I want to try to get as close as possible to the release of that.
Thank you, everyone in chat.
I was like, God damn it.
It's just solid. Like October 19th.
Sure.
So, but no, I thought that was cool. I've been interested on Daredevil with what they've done in the story and where they're going to go with his
Yeah.
character and stuff for a while. So,
And don't get me wrong, I'm super excited for it, but I kind of want to sit in and really chew up some scenery with Iron Fist. I've been really liking the season so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
I don't want to rush through it because
No, I don't either. I do not either.
Have you seen the Dragon Prince stuff? Anyone?
I haven't. I've seen the
haven't watched
trailer.
the
I saw the trailer.
Dragon
Yeah.
It pops
Prince?
up on Netflix every time I open Netflix.
Yeah, I saw the trailer, but that's about it. I've read about it.
It looks interesting.
Read some reviews of the first season.
I think some people have been posting on Twitter about like, guys, have you seen the Dragon Prince?
Yeah.
It looks like Avatar. I was like, well,
What?
I don't care. Avatar's coming.
It's a new show from the creators, or at least one of the creators of Avatar.
Okay.
It's a 3D show,
Yeah.
kind of like Rebels or
Right.
Clone
3D
Wars.
animated.
it's a little more Lord of the
But
Rings.
it's just a new show that they're doing, nothing to do with Avatar.
Is it
like-
high fantasy?
Yeah, it's like elves and,
Okay.
and stuff like that.
Dragon Prince.
But it looks cool.
Apparently, the lead is the voice of Sokka from Avatar.
Oh,
Sokka,
really?
gotcha.
Sokka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Toof. What'd you say earlier?
You know,
Yeah,
do you
he
know
said
anyone?
Tooth.
Name,
Sokka.
what are the rest of the characters
Hey,
from
yeah,
Avatar, Rick?
he watched it a long time
Aang.
ago compared to us.
I was waiting for you to go Ung.
Oh,
Kitara.
man. There you go.
Yep.
I was waiting like Katana.
Toph.
Toph.
Tough. Like tough.
What was the name of the Sky Bison?
Appa.
Papa.
Yep.
What about?
I still do that with Maggie.
What
like,
about
like
the-
whenever we're driving
Oh, okay.
I was like,
and it's safe to go?
When everything's got to go up. Yip, yip.
There's too many on you. Sorry.
Like, you know, if she needs to turn left and I'm looking out the right window and it's clear, I'll go yip yip.
You did that to
Gotcha.
me
Yeah.
when we went to get pancakes.
It's adorable.
What about the
The boulder.
the flying little monkey guy?
Momo.
See, there you go.
Okay.
Good job, Rick. You've passed most of the test.
because it's
a
because
solid
of
D.
Yoshi.
And
right?
it has Mark Hamill. As Mark Hamill.
Oh,
No.
okay.
Yeah.
Incorrect.
I've seen the series twice all the way through.
Gotcha,
Okay.
gotcha.
one thing, and I didn't do one yet, but it's also a conversation piece. One of my favorite things this past week is a Nintendo press conference.
The Nintendo Direct?
Yeah.
Was that last week?
Yeah,
It
it was
would've
like,
been-
it was like on Thursday.
Last Thursday.
Last
Alright.
Thursday. They showed
There was some
new-
cool stuff they showed.
Yeah, they showed some cool things for
Did-
Nintendo fans.
Did everybody here watch it?
I did not.
You did not?
Yeah, I saw.
No,
I
but
saw. I
I'm,
didn't watch the whole thing.
I'm willing to be spoiled. So
Okay.
hit me.
Well, they
the one thing I told Rick before that kind of shocked me was a Katamari Damacy
Katamari Damacy.
re-roll
Yeah.
Oh, the thing
that's
that you roll
coming
around
out
and
for
get much-
Switch.
Reese
Yeah.
used to play all the time.
So you can, I used to play it on like PS2, and it's
Some of
just
the best soundtrack
a
ever.
fun, silly game.
Oh, is that the one where you're the ball and you're trying to roll down?
Yeah, you're like
the-
a bunch of debris and you're colorful.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, I
thought
love
it was
that
like
game.
a
Yeah.
child's version of Akira.
It's just my
It's
palm.
a,
like,
it's a very fun game, and they're bringing
Remember
it.
Akira?
Yes.
Yeah,
They're bringing it
kid's
back.
version of Akira.
They're bringing it back for the Switch, and it's also gonna have some motion control stuff that you can
Yeah.
do, which is really cool. So I thought that
That's
was
cool.
really neat. I was
Yeah.
excited about that.
Oh, yeah.
However, Shane got my hopes up about Banjo Kazooie.
Like I forgot about that, and you still remember
at
it.
some point, and I sat the whole Nintendo Direct being like, "Oh, Banjo Kazooie, is it gonna bring it? It's gonna bring it next." And and it never did, and I just pissed off by the end of it and turned it off and went and cried and jacked up with my tears.
You did?
Well, they announced
That'd be a fun Smash character as
With-
well.
With
Oh, okay.
they announced from the Animal Crossing universe.
character.
Isabelle is joining the fight.
Yep.
Yeah, what do you feel like that? I don't know. It
Well,
didn't-
she's very popular in Animal Crossings.
It didn't. It
But
wasn't.
I like Scoot, the
yeah.
duck.
For me, I wasn't like, "Oh shit, Isabel's coming." All right.
She looks different enough to,
Yeah.
you know. I mean, I guess to the casual player, like she's like the villager, except like her jump doesn't look as good, which is great.
Yeah.
The fire hydrant that I shoot horizontally, she shoots it vertically,
Yeah.
up in the air. Real interesting.
Which makes sense.
They can kill
Yeah.
you.
I feel like it
Pac-Man's,
makes more sense than
I think
sideways.
Pac-Man's does that too.
It does.
It shoots up and
yeah,
sideways or something.
yeah,
It's like, I feel like if Animal Crossing fans are super excited, then I'm happy for them.
That's good for them.
Yes.
yeah.
I was
And
much
they
more-
announced Animal Crossings for the Switch, which, I mean, like the one for the iPhone has a lot more, has a big more of a social component, like going in your friends' towns, stuff like that.
Stealing
I
the
can
shit.
Yeah, I can imagine, it had to have a lot of awesome, like not MMO qualities. but online qualities, because Animal Crossing is perfect for it. I love Animal Crossings very much. So
I've never played
excited.
any of the Animal Crossing games.
So
whenever
what you expect?
Whenever they show that, I'm like,
You played
they're gonna
Harvest
have-
Moon?
They're gonna have a new Animal Crossing game, and I was like,
It's not as
all
deep
right.
as
And then
Harvest Moon.
And then they did that, and I was like,
No.
oh, okay, well, that's cool. It doesn't affect me. I was much more excited about Simon and King K. Rool.
Yeah.
Well,
The
yeah.
last one. I was much more excited about that
Sure.
because
Oh,
it
for
affects
sure.
me.
With the Animal
So-
Crossing thing, I'm really happy for Animal Crossing fans.
Yeah.
But it's not me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the only thing that I am hyped about, I was like, oh, cool, more characters for Smash, the game I play. You know.
I want
Yeah.
I want Mr. Nook.
I don't know who that is.
He's already a assist trophy.
Yeah.
Like they'd have to take that out, right?
Yeah, but they've done that before.
Have they?
There's been there's been characters who've been assist trophies they brought in as characters, yeah.
Don't know.
you think of-
the Fire Emblem
I've,
guys
I've
for sure.
literally never played with them.
Just wait for Waluigi. The one thing I thought was kind of cool was that they announced Luigi Mansion 3
Yes.
for the Switch, which would be nice.
I need to beat the second
Um,
one.
It's good. I play on the 3DS. It's
Yeah.
fun. It has a multiplayer function, but they're
Yeah.
gonna bring back Luigi's Mansion 1 for the 3DS, and it also has some.
I love the first one, dude.
if-
It's so
if-
fun.
I played
two-
the first one.
If two people have the game for the 3DS, they can play multiplayer through the mansion together.
Co-op.
Yeah. So I thought that was kind of a neat little addition to have
Yeah.
in
That's
awesome.
there. So
It was interesting when the GameCube launched with a Luigi game instead of a Mario game.
yeah, and,
And
like,
it
similar to
wasn't a
Sunshine.
platformer.
And it was all downhill from there.
Sunshine came out much later in the GameCube's life, right?
Yeah, yeah, it did. It did. Yeah, one of the more underrated ones. What else did they show? They showed more footage of Yoshi's Woolly World.
Well, it's not even Woolly World.
It's called something else.
It's called something else. It's like Yoshi's Creation something, I
Yeah.
think. But like it has this weird kind of creaty, whirly world kind of look to it.
Yeah, it
but
looks
then you
like
can flip
Kirby's-
the levels around and
Yeah, it's like the game because there's one that came out for the Wii U and it was really good and it had the same art style as Kirby Epic Yarn, which is really casual but it was really fun. This game looks awesome too, and it's carrying over a lot of one of my favorite Mario games of all time, Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island.
yeah.
So with
You're throwing the eggs and that kind of
Stony
stuff.
eggs and all this other bullshit, dude, it's fun. So that's all good news as well.
I'd say one that I was more excited about that came was the Starlink. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, it includes Fox.
There's that flight
That
game.
little
Yeah, it has the
planes
ships
you
you can
get?
build. The thing I like about it is it's like gonna be, hopefully the closest thing I have to a Star Fox game
Yeah.
that is coming out for the Switch. It looks really cool.
You play the Wii U one?
No,
Dude, I liked it a
I have
lot.
not. I want to. I haven't. I heard the most annoying thing is like the weird there's like a weird thing you use the Wii U gamepad for where you got like drop something out of your ship and travel
it's
around.
not like that.
It's kinda weird.
You're playing it on the screen, but and you can aim on there. But to aim precisely, you got to look down the sights at your Wii U gamepad to aim precisely at things.
Interesting.
So it's like it's taking you like basically you're in the cockpit. Some people actually didn't like that component. They're like, oh, I just want to play Star Fox 64 with better graphics.
Yeah. Is it like that a lot? But then you can also do this other stuff.
I mean, there's parts, especially later on, where you have to use a gamepad because you're like on the screen aiming for something and it's not hitting. And you look down and you go, oh, I got to move over a little bit.
I might play it at some point. It looks really
You got to be
fun.
open-minded, but it's a high-quality game. It might not be what you remember from
I was
Star
never
Fox.
against playing it. I own it.
Yeah, you own it.
I have never played it. The Wii U now sits up in my kids' room and stuff, so like I usually never get to that.
Yeah.
So, but no, the game looked cool. It said like Slippy and Falco and Peppy
Yeah.
will help you on some missions and stuff too. On like
Yeah,
and
you can
it
play the
also-
whole game
It had,
through,
it had a small little cinematic showing Wolf, so I'm very curious
Okay.
on what that's gonna be about.
Okay, cool.
Also in video game news, the PS1 Classic, preloaded with 20 games including Final Fantasy VII, Jumping Flash, Ridge Racer Type 4, Tekken 3, and Wild Arms.
Tekken 3, man. It's where they have Jin Kazama for the first time.
Yep. Wild Arms, also incredible.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy VII needs no introduction. Jumping Flash
I've
hasn't
played that.
aged well.
I've played that. Yeah, it doesn't play too well. It's like a first-person
still fun.
jumping. It's weird.
It's
Yeah.
a very early first-person
One of you guys
shooter
downloaded
game.
it for the PS3.
Yeah, I did.
And then I downloaded it because of you. I remember thinking, man, ain't that fucking good.
Unless I got it because of you. But I remember like it was a PlayStation 1 classic game on
Mm-hmm.
PS3.
Yeah.
It's still fun, but it's not like
It's not going to get the Spyro or Crash Bandicoot treatment.
I think it's more influential than it is like fun to play.
Yeah.
You know.
I get you.
Yeah, I get
nothing on that like really stands out where it's like, oh shit, I need that for that. Even Final Fantasy 7, like
Tekken 3, man.
there's so many Final Fantasy 7 like remakes on like Steam and stuff, and the
Yeah.
remake coming, not remakes, but like ported and whatnot.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, I
and
get
then-
that.
I mean, when I think of like PS1, I think of like Spyro, Crash, so I'm wondering if those will make an appearance. Although Crash did just have an HD.
It just had that remake.
It's very good too.
The thing that works so well with Nintendo is
Tony
that,
Hawk.
like, I don't feel like there's not a lot of ways you can get some of these old classic games anymore. And I feel like that is what works. Where like a lot of the big PlayStation games, they've been remaking or making classic ports or having them purchasable and stuff like that on.
Like Castlevania Symphony of the Night, there's not a lot of places to get that.
I mean, I bought it for my PS3. It was on a PlayStation 1 Classic, and I played it on PS3.
Oh.
But I mean, you could do that with all the Nintendo games in the eShop as well.
Not all of them.
I don't think you
A
can
lot of
for
them.
all of them. Like a lot of them are.
Like the Wii U especially, like didn't release a lot.
Yeah.
Like very many at all.
That's
The Wii had a lot. And of course, our Wii's were hacked, so we had them all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know what I miss? I miss the ability, whenever you would like port something over to another from one, like, you know, the Game Boy to the Super Nintendo. You get to put another fucking thing in the Super Nintendo, put a Game Boy game in that.
Like
Sure.
the Super Game Boy
and
thing.
you'd have these fucking dongles that are so long, you know.
Yeah, dude.
I miss that shit. That was just something cool retro about like, like how like sturdy that was.
You remember linking up for Pokemon with a
Yeah.
cable?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
I
I mean, I
didn't
had
play,
the
but
link
yeah.
cable,
Or using the IR sensor.
and then I had my my magnifying glass with backlight shooting at it.
I remember when
Yeah.
Jordan Stryker and Gus Lundmo, they were trading something and it got caught in their fucking cable and it got lost.
I
That was the
know.
worst.
My buddy Michael said about that, and he was training a Charizard, and like it didn't go through, and something happened, and he's like, "No, it's caught in the cable.
It's in here."
Get the scissors. It's in here somewhere." Like he was like
Sucks,
so
man.
upset. Like it's out.
But you know, I think
would
one of the
cut
good
a
things,
cable in half if it lost me one of my
Where's
Pokemon.
this Charizard? at?
or like disconnecting it in the middle of to duplicate things like rare
Yeah.
candies and stuff.
Cheaters.
Oh, yeah.
Bunch of
But,
cheaters.
Duping
yeah, did
and
definitely
shit like
that.
that.
Like,
yeah.
I think one of the cool things about the minis is like it also gives a curated thing for people who didn't experience it,
True.
who would never get it otherwise.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that, you know, the games they've picked so far are some pretty good ones
That's
for
good.
that as well.
Yeah.
It's a good thing too for like my kids. Like, say I want them to play it on, like the actual handheld. Here's the controllers I used to play on. Here's the games I used to play.
Ape Escape
Play this.
is necessity.
That could be cool.
Yeah.
I think Metal Gear Solid 1 is one that needs to be on there. The thing though is I feel like a lot of these games are gonna be big games on the PlayStation that were like 4 discs, but big
Legend of
back
Gaia,
then,
baby.
big back then may not be necessarily being big back now. You know.
Threads of Fate, Legend
I
of
think Metal Gear
Dragoon.
Solid,
Big back,
It
yeah.
might,
Yes, big back now.
Metal Gear Solid is
Big
it's
back
hard to
now.
enjoy. I think if you didn't play the original, like
Disagree.
The original Metal Gear.
no, like because Metal Gear Solid 2 feels real new.
You talking about Metal
still.
Gear or Metal Gear Solid?
Wait, yeah,
Metal
we-
Gear
we-
Solid.
So Metal Gear Solid, you need to not what?
No, Metal Gear Solid 1 I think is hard to play today if you don't have that nostalgia.
You can
for
play
it.
the Twin Snakes.
Metal Gear Solid.
No.
Yeah, Twin Snakes. I feel like.
But they're talking
plays
about Metal
better.
Gear.
Nah.
Though, right?
I mean,
I
the
don't
best
think it
thing,
is.
the best thing I would say is to ask Calvin on this because he's the most recent one here that had never
Yeah,
played
Metal Gear
it.
Solid 2 I think still
he
feels
went back
fresh, just like Twin Snakes.
Like
feels
what would you say, Calvin? Because you're the most recent one here who played Metal Gear Solid without playing anything else. Like
No.
you had played newer games like
Yeah.
Halo and
Yeah.
stuff, and you knew how those felt. And then
I
going back to
definitely
this.
felt like the same issue that I had with Resident Evil is just the control scheme of having a 2.6.
Yeah, games evolved
and stuff
differently
like
than
that.
what they predict. You know.
It felt very different from what I was used to. If I was used to that, I'm sure it'd be fine. Like I saw you and Rick play just fine with having been used to it.
Well,
but
and one of the main reasons it was like that wasn't necessarily technological, is because Hideo Kojima gets motion sickness for first-person games.
and that's that's
yeah.
perfectly good
But what
if he
I'm
wants
saying
to
is, like,
build
Metal
a
Gear
game
Solid-
that he can enjoy.
Like
like
2, 3, and especially 4. You know, I feel like they embrace more of the controls of the day. You know what I mean?
I mean, but you also get
Like, there's
an
the
incredible
games-
story in one, and you can just go through on easy or
Well,
something.
I'm not talking about the enjoyment of the story. Like, finally, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm just talking about like picking up and play. I think it might be hard to modern gamers. That's what I mean. Hard to modern gamers. I didn't meant like it's not enjoyable. You know what I mean? But
Sure.
like Mass Effect 1, I think it's harder to play now, personally.
But
like
two big ones I think would be Legend of the Dragoon, because Sony owns it, and Chrono Cross as well.
Chrono Cross, man.
It has the best
Opening-
theme
and
of
opening
all
cinematic,
time.
too.
Of all time.
So,
Surge
so what
is
you're saying is
so
they should
hot.
just load this with RPGs.
I mean, on the SNES, it's mostly RPGs.
Is it on the SNES? Really?
I don't know. Sure.
Okay. The one thing too is Nintendo has like officially launched. Did they launch it on? It starts soon.
Oh, their online.
Their
service.
online service stuff.
I think it
You got
was
it,
the
Tetsuo.
day after we
trying to
recorded
guess.
last week, wasn't
Isn't it just? It's the same thing, just now you pay, right?
It was like on the.
it? And you also get 20 free NES games.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're
all
also selling.
classics.
They're
They
also
didn't-
selling the classic NES controller. That's
They didn't
wireless.
say which games they were. Did
that work just like
they did?
just like the controller, the Joy-Con controllers they have now, so they can slide on and you can take them off and then play with
And
an
they
actual
feel
NES
great.
controller.
That's pretty
from
cool.
my-
which is
from my
really cool.
understanding,
So
yeah.
I thought that was really neat. And they also said they'll update and be adding more to the NES like console like
Right.
library,
The emulator.
Yeah.
which I thought was good too.
NWO Joey brings up a good one. Twisted Metal.
Dude, Twisted Metal 3.
I'll tell you
Three.
what. They
Three
were
out of three.
like one. Like and that's the other example. I think that they're
Hard to go back.
They're hard to go back to that.
I tried to go back to 2, and it is
Well, it's just
hard.
because games they've added new dimensions that they never really predicted. Like you know what I'm
Sure.
saying?
Well, like in that one, like it's not like I don't think Twisted Metal had a gas as like R2 or X.
No.
I think gas was up.
The
the
gas is like
D-pad.
square. I thought. or
Right?
circle.
You could change it. I feel like it was one of the face buttons, though.
I thought it was like a D-pad thing.
Well, Metal Gear Solid with the PS3, like I think even David Jaffe was like, he was trying to make it so modern gamers can play it, but it's really there's a lot of fuckery because all the guns you gotta have.
Yeah.
You can have classic controls, and they don't feel like this isn't the
Sure.
most efficient way to drive.
I would play Minion all day.
That's cheating.
See,
It's not cheating.
I skipped all these games because I had Nintendo all the way up until the PS2 era.
Yeah.
So I never I would go over to like a friend's house like let's play Twisted Metal. I'm like all I know is Mario Kart, man. And it's
Yeah.
like why is
Your
this
mind
clown
was
trying to
blown.
kill everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I had Super Nintendo and N64, but Rick had PlayStation 1,
Yeah.
so I played that over there. And then I never got a GameCube, I got a PS2.
I got them all.
But I didn't have like a Sega. I didn't
Not
have
until
anything
PS3 did I
else.
get them all.
I didn't.
When I
NES.
get
And then,
But I
and,
can
then,
buy
and then
it.
you overcompensate like crazy.
Buy them all.
Uh-huh.
They're all
I
good.
remember my brother being upset that we got a Super Nintendo and not a Sega. He wanted a Sega.
Well, he
and I
bet on the wrong
and
horse.
I wanted a Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
I remember we got it for like Christmas. I remember him being upset.
Yeah, you
Why
definitely
is it
bet on the
always-
wrong
why is
horse,
yours get
Rick. You know
everything
that,
he
right?
wants?
Well, Sega did what
I felt so bad.
Sega did what Nintendo.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, like die out. And it's forced life cycle.
And the Segas were good.
I like Sega. And Dreamcast actually was way ahead of its time.
Yeah.
Oh, it had some great, cool, fun games. Just
And the GameCube was incredible. No, I'm sorry. We're talking
Yeah,
about Sega.
it was.
Sorry.
The only thing
amazing,
Sega
right?
that I've ever played was Sega GT 2002. It came as a two disc or 2 game disc that came with the original Xbox when we first got it. That and Jet Set Radio Future. I played the shit out of that racing game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jet Set Radio. That was some good stuff.
Well, some good stuff.
See, you can't get that out of your head.
It's really.
What was Nintendo's?
Great.
Yeah, pretty much.
We have a lot of memes from Discord this week, all involving Eric.
I woke up Monday morning
Yeah.
and I was like, "What the hell happened?"
Maybe
Overnight.
maybe one of these will be my new favorite thing.
I
for the
looked
week.
over at Discord one day that night. It was while you were asleep, I guess.
Yeah.
And I saw Crusader said, "Guys, I found this. Eric was doing this. So I decided to cut him out in this position."
I was like
Do what you
grabbing
want with
Jeffrey in a flash reaction from like last year.
So show a picture, Rick.
Okay, so we've got a couple of these here.
To see.
So I was grabbing Jeffrey, and now it's me grabbing other things.
Catwoman.
Catwoman from Arkham City.
Yep, in this particular instance here.
Captain Cold.
He's protecting him,
Yep.
clearly.
Yeah.
We can see
Yeah.
that.
He's holding him up in the air.
Likewise here.
Man.
He's providing a cup.
I look so nervous.
I feel like
Codpiece,
there's a
yeah.
theme. There's a theme here.
Well, you're definitely.
This one, I
I'm
don't.
grabbing myself and changed it.
Oh god.
Calvin, you recognize that picture of Shane, don't you?
Aaron is disappointed in this one that he's not being grabbed. I feel like.
Man, you're definitely like cupping something.
Myself.
I like that one.
They call that the circle jerk.
Yep.
You're not even reaching it.
Jeez. I want a
giant
Reese's
Reese's
cup that
cup?
big.
That would be
Eric
fucking
holding
great.
a giant Reese's cup is a great one.
Yeah.
I
Aw,
believe that
Link.
one. You would hold
Yeah,
Link
there.
for
I
sure.
would. Myself.
Yourself and you're like, ah.
That one's pretty good.
Why?
LeBron's
Face.
not sure what to
He's
think
not
about
happy about that at all.
this personal
Suspended
touching.
like J.R. Smith.
Good work, champ.
Yep. Grodd and Obama.
The hell's this?
Stop it, Eric. Stop it.
I wasn't sure what this one was, but it was Brendan and it was black and white.
Brendan.
What the?
That's great.
That one's pretty
What
good.
is this?
Let me zoom in a little bit. It's like the Emmys or something, right?
It's Will Ferrell or no,
Will Smith.
Oh my gosh, Will Ferrell. Will Smith is what I meant to say. It just slipped out there. What the?
So this is Captain America.
I like
Yeah.
the addition of the hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Pretty good.
Hey, the Allen Commandos. We were just talking about them.
Yeah, and the last one here.
Oh,
Oh
nice. Of
man.
course, I'm grabbing Jabba
Yeah.
And not Leia.
or Salacious Crumb.
So,
All right. Well, for those of you that did not get to see those, make sure you go over to Discord and
Yeah.
stuff where you can find
Yeah,
like
it's pretty
memes
funny.
and stuff all the time from Blind Wave.
Yeah.
Sometimes someone just does something and this goes crazy. They call it a Photoshop battle.
Photoshop battle.
Yep. There's a really fun subreddit where people just take interesting photos and like, all right, do something, and you can spend an hour just looking at all the different things people have done.
I love whenever
That's cool.
it's always, hey, can you help so that I don't look so sad in this picture or something
Yeah.
like that?
Yeah.
And they add puppies and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, can you make it look like my, like, can you make this fish bigger because my wife caught a little fish and it looks so small or something, and he just makes it have big tits or something. I don't know, like he
Yeah.
just does something else instead, or
There was
Yeah.
one. It's really bad, but it's a woman asking like, hey, it was her and a guy and a whale like jumping in the back, and she's like, can you I don't know. It was like do something. It was like do something, but like focus on the whale, and they cut out the whale and left her in it.
Yeah.
She's real terrible, but morbidly funny.
That's clever though.
I know,
I love it.
I know.
You know? I'm all about that.
Yeah.
I don't know if this
I don't know
is
if that's clever.
news, but back to shows for comics. HBO's doing Watchmen,
Yeah.
and
Oh.
Jeremy Irons joined the
Oh.
cast.
Really?
Yeah.
Jeremy
Oh.
Shit. Now this is done by Damon Lindelof, right?
That's correct.
One of the guys that did Lost and wrote the Star Trek movie. He's done a lot about now.
Yeah,
but
he just what was it? He just had a show that ended
Who's
recently.
gonna play? I wonder.
he had.
It's got to be.
What's it called? The Leftovers. And it was
Yeah,
supposedly
people were
fucking
talking about
amazing.
that.
Yeah.
But
So-
Alan Moore notoriously never wanted Watchmen to ever be adapted.
He never wanted any of his stuff to be
Zack
adapted.
Snyder. I think Zack Snyder did an amazing job. With
He
that
just made a
movie.
Bob Dylan music video, which is what he should have done.
Which is exactly what you needed to do. He did an amazing. I challenge anybody not to love that scene with the creation of the creation of Dr. Manhattan is so amazing.
It's
in
a great
that,
scene.
But anyway, so Damon Lindelof, he's guys, I don't want to do Watchmen. And by the way, this is going to be kind of like it's not going to be the exact retelling.
Yeah.
It's going to be kind of like new characters and getting like the tone. But he's like, I don't want to do Watchmen. Nobody should do Watchmen. But they're going to do Watchmen. So if someone's going to do Watchmen, I will do Watchmen and try not to fuck it up. He's like,
That's pretty honest.
Yeah, it was a very interesting open letter he put out. I mean,
so
it's
it's like I
much
trust
longer.
nobody do Watchmen but me.
Well,
and I
he
don't
was
even want me to
like,
do it.
somebody's going to do it, and I know Alan's never going to watch this and will never get his blessing, and people will probably not like some of the stuff that I'm going to do, but I'm doing this in the spirit of Watchmen, in the way that Alan Moore did it in the spirit then. Like when he did, the imminent nuclear war. What's that for today?
Sure.
What does an audience need to think about this time? So it's going to be really interesting. I'm excited for it.
I feel like that would be someone coming to me and saying, "Okay, we're making a live-action Berserk.
Yeah,
You have to make it."
yeah.
I'd be like, "No, I
It's
can't."
like if you don't make it, somebody else will. It's like I can't let anybody else do it. I must.
Yeah.
It's like a sacrifice almost.
Yeah.
Damn it, Calvin. What? Walk down the stairs instead of making them walk up.
It's nice.
I meet him halfway.
I don't.
Give me halfway.
Sometimes halfway the second set of stairs.
Oh, my back hurts. Also, one thing, a cool video game news. Square Enix is releasing a ton of Final Fantasy games, including Final Fantasy 7 and 9, for the Nintendo Switch, which have been pretty much locked onto a Sony console.
Yeah. 7's one of those.
And
yeah.
iOS, right?
Yeah, and iOS. So, they've been on PC, iOS.
It was 4 of them, right?
I don't know. I thought there was more than that.
7, 10, 10X, 10.2, or I don't know.
Oh,
something
that
like-
too?
Well,
I thought they had.
If that's the case.
I don't know.
And here's the funny thing is like, Final Fantasy 8 isn't in there.
yeah.
But Final Fantasy 8 sold real well when it was on Steam.
Mm-hmm.
So it just, people are always saying, why are they always shitting on Final Fantasy 8? Because I know you feel the same as me. I love Final Fantasy 8.
I love Final Fantasy
I
8.
love it.
But I mean, it's been kind of weird because they released the sequel to Final Fantasy IV on the Wii first. So
Yeah.
like their thing with Nintendo's been inconsistent.
Well, I mean, because they did Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles as well.
Yeah, and also a sequel to Final Fantasy 12 for the
Zodiac.
DS or the 3DS or.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it seems like, it's a lot of these games have been kind of locked on the Sony console. And I know it was basically Iwata, when he became president, he fixed relations with Squaresoft, or Square Enix now, because they hated each other. When Japanese business tycoons hate each other, it actually means something. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't care about, hey, let's work this out so we can all make money. They said, no, we hate each other. And
I don't know if this is true, but Broke High Man says the original source code for Final Fantasy VIII was lost, and that's why
really,
it hasn't been.
I'm all for them rebuilding it. I think it'd be easier to rebuild that than 7.
Man, that would suck to lose a game.
You know what I'm saying? Like 7, you gotta adapt so many things, and you gotta change the tone. 8 knows what it is. It just, it just needs to look better. You know what I mean? So
I think the game I want released on the Switch the most would be Valkyria Chronicles 2, which only came out on the PSP.
the 3rd one just came out, right?
Yeah.
And it's got amazing reviews for the Switch.
For the Switch. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping they release the first and the second one.
You
so
bet on a good
it's-
console this time.
Yeah, so people can
Switch is good.
play the whole trilogy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the Switch a lot. Out of the consoles and stuff they have, like what it can do is really cool as far as gaming goes.
Yeah.
If you're wanting a console to do other stuff, then I guess you don't want it. But
Any of the other 3 will do.
Yeah.
PC, Xbox, or Sony.
yeah,
I mean, I will say they all have like I have all the consoles. It's because they all have great exclusives I can't ignore. You know what I mean?
yeah, I guess Xbox One hasn't hit me with any exclusives where I'm like, I gotta play this. But
There's a couple on it. I think. What's that? I'm playing through it right now. Well, I was. Fuck, what's it called? Damn it! It's by the guys who made Heavy. Not
must
Heavy
be a
Rain.
really good one.
Jesus. Thank God he's coming back.
Calvin took a long
Quantum.
time.
Fuck, what's it called? Quantum Break.
Quantum Break.
Yeah.
Isn't that on?
You
It's
wanna
on
have a
PC.
conversation with me.
Who was it?
Microsoft Studios. So.
Was it Steve?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, with it being on
Steve,
PC,
no,
like
I
I
saw
just
Steve
I don't
earlier
need an
today.
Xbox One. I
No,
don't
it
think.
wasn't Steve. I guess I'm giving credit to Microsoft Studios. It's not exactly the console. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Hey, who sent us food?
The toy was.
Hey.
Thank you so much. I made up my
Thank
mind I
you,
wasn't going to eat
Douglas.
today, but
Don't eat.
until later.
Don't eat.
White,
Come on,
Shane, don't eat. If you eat, you are
Do
a
not.
terrible, weak person.
You're
Okay,
making a
it's
mess
fine.
of
And your
your mind.
family will die.
White Knight in chat said,
Why you lost
Calvin's
that
so
game."
lost, you think he sent Rick?
What?
I know.
What did you say?
So this is why you lost that game. You moved aside.
You're just so damn.
I'll tell you what. I was after you, Aaron. You were downstairs. I was fuming when you were gone.
He was fuming.
I'm sure.
I could tell he was angry.
I don't like to lose.
I know. I didn't want to lose either.
All right, so while we're getting our food
You'll
here,
accept it, shake your hand, and go, good game.
Good game, Shane. That's what you do.
I've got a
That's what I teach my
video
kids to do.
from Brunette from Cali for WaveCon 2018.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
One piece of.
No,
Keep going. Keep
it's
going.
not. It's not cut.
I'm gonna get one of
It's,
these.
it's just.
Scored. It's gonna score this in your eye, but I thought you get mad.
Are you guys ready?
That'd be terrible.
We will be ready in 1 second, Rick.
Fuck, that's hot! I stuck my
Motherfucker, I
You
was.
grab that one. I'll grab this
I'm not
one.
grabbing the small
right
one.
through the crust.
I actually would like a piece
Molten
today, please.
cheese.
No.
You don't need one. You're gonna. I like you to stay trim.
Eric gave the food to you.
What? You guys are mean.
What? I didn't say anything mean.
Are you taking the cheese and the garlic sauce? You get one or the other.
That is kind of bullshit, you son of a bitch.
He's got garlic sauce.
But not cheese.
You take cheese and garlic sauce.
I took the cheese last time. I'm just saying. And then I offered the cheese to other people. But I never took the garlic and the cheese.
All right, so we got a
You're doing well.
video.
I know you.
Yeah, are you guys ready
taken
on the volume
You
thing?
do share
Yeah,
Yes,
guys.
you have
Hey,
taken
Jessica worked hard on this, right?
Yep.
Let's give her a watch.
Yeah.
Calvin, I don't know how loud this will be, so
Okay.
be prepared.
Be
Yes, Auntie.
That's quiet.
Columbus.
Why did it get quieter?
Because you turn it down.
Oh, okay.
Fucking fool.
None of us have seen this yet.
No, I haven't seen any of this.
It's the bowling
Need a
alley.
chair.
There's my wife.
Why'd you get a chair?
Good shot.
That's a good shot.
Oh yeah.
That's me and Lannis and Wayne. Two of my online buddies.
Pins.
Yes.
I wish they'd get out of the way so I could see the tables.
God damn it. Calvin, you ruined that picture.
Shut the fuck up, Aaron.
So, for those that don't know, WaveCon was a convention with a bunch of wave riders coming to Columbus, Ohio. So this is really cool for us to see.
Yeah. I haven't seen all the pictures that were taken, or all the video that was taken.
Is that your hairband?
Brendan.
Brandon, look at these guys.
Calvin, you ruined that picture. No, shut the fuck up.
Getting ready for war.
Yeah.
Charlie Brown over there. Calvin, good picture.
That's me, I think.
Could be me.
Couldn't tell if it had the Imperial symbol on the side. Felix.
What's his name again?
Landon.
He took my phone and took
No,
a million
so
pictures
cute.
of him with other people. They're still on there.
Yeah.
Landon, your buddy Landon?
Landon.
So cute.
Landon. It was hilarious.
Blue is not that tall. DeBob is just that short.
Yeah.
Is that your fusion dance?
Man, Grieve is so much more taller than you. You were all the way down here.
I was sitting down and leaning back.
Line wave shirts.
Yeah, and you know what's weird is some people like Matt and Jay, like, you know, a lot of these guys, like, I now consider like friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, real close friends.
I kissed Jake.
Like, we all, yeah. Fuck, like, I thought these people on the phone.
But we all kiss Jake.
Dang it, Jake. Why? That was in Columbus and just came over.
Tina just showed up at Fans and we just kind of hanging out talking for like that day, which was really cool.
Yeah.
The thing I liked was like, his name was Kevin. It was while we were bowling. He was talking about like how like Blind Wave like is taking a bunch of like people who, you know, maybe they're not the most socially, you know, accepted people. They're socially awkward, or they can't, you know, they're not really like people that go out and just do this kind of stuff. There's internet people, but like they're all here socializing, having a good time. You know, in person with people.
Celebrate.
Yeah, like he was talking about how like it's just a community that's just we're like a family, you know, we're all friends.
Which I did feel this.
Forget about that. I don't know what we were doing.
You're dancing to the music.
Rob.
Were those sunglasses added?
Maybe.
What's going on here?
I feel like his ass can be pointed out. Just waiting.
Thought you were zooming in on his forehead.
Oh, that's when I.
Tom Wire!
Tom Wire.
I saw him for like
So
2
you
seconds.
guys are in the bed of a truck.
It does look like it, yeah. Pluto is not that tall.
I think that's Maggie's hand. How'd he get away with it? It's like a.
Pluto is skinnier than I am.
Adrian.
He's a good dude, man.
That's a nice picture, actually.
I took that picture.
That's a nice picture. I forget what was being said during that time, but yeah.
Edwin B back there, just stalking. That's what he does.
That was like a convention picture or something.
No, we were on
Okay.
the winner's podium.
Okay. I was like,
At the, yeah.
you fucking get down. This picture.
No, he was like 18 inches below me.
Yeah.
Probably the worst picture of us. Oh, snap.
Tone trying to get a redo of last year's picture.
I guess.
Otto.
I had a lot of fun at WaveCon.
It was great.
It was a lot of. No. I am talking about Nixie when she was during the one drunk stream.
Yeah.
See? I know you said it. I remember you saying it. I remember you doing this. I'm like, why do you make me this? I'm like, I know it's not fruit. Like fruit. It's like a lime.
You ate that voluntarily, with no one telling you that you should eat it. You're like, do I have to eat this? It's like, we didn't even tell you to do that.
Oh, man.
No, you told me to eat that one.
Yeah. But you wouldn't do that. But then you ate the dog food voluntarily.
Huh? The dog treat? Calvin, you weren't even there. You don't know.
You told me.
You don't know what happened.
That was awesome.
By your own testimony.
Very cool. Thank you.
I know what happened.
Good. Thank you. Good work.
Yeah, that was great, Jessica.
It's a lot of fun.
It just probably brought me back. So maybe feel those good feelings, man. Jess, good job. For real.
Very good. Very
Fun
good.
stuff.
A lot of good pictures in there.
Anything from there that you guys forgot about and then you saw it? Oh, I remember that.
I mean,
No.
I don't know. Do you mean like? Yes.
You saw a picture and it brought back a memory.
Yeah, definitely. But nothing that I like forgot. Like, I blacked out or anything like that.
Me neither.
Do you remember any of that in the end, Aaron?
Yeah. I remember all that.
What, those two fighting?
You don't remember me buying you drinks?
I don't think
one?
you ever did.
Which
I
one?
remember
Those
you.
two?
I remember.
Oh.
I remember Calvin
Aaron,
claiming he was
just
buying me
wrong.
drinks. I'm like, Calvin, I don't remember you bringing
So
me.
you
any.
guys
You
were
have
fighting in that video
Yes.
about this, and now you're fighting now.
yes.
And you fought yesterday on the way to fucking
I'm
IHOP.
not
War never changes.
I'm not angry.
War never changes.
I just know.
I am.
I just know you
I'm
buy me
not.
drinks.
I'm not getting the gratitude that I deserve for buying you like 4 drinks.
And you got the big salad.
I didn't get the gratitude either.
I like how we
I didn't get
were.
the gratitude either, Aaron.
I like how we were watching a video
Yeah.
of ourselves that was being narrated
Narrated.
by ourselves on a podcast.
We're talking about it by ourselves.
On the
This
podcast.
is super meta.
very meta.
I mean, I could watch things like that all day, so thank you again.
About you.
That was great.
I was waiting 3
I really
times.
enjoyed that.
I don't care, though. I'm just glad to see everybody
I really
else.
enjoyed seeing the pictures
You
and
counted
videos
how many
of places
times you
where
were in
I
the
wasn't.
I just, because I
Like you like watching something about yourself. I was only in there 3 times.
I mean, it wasn't counting. I mean,
Can't count.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm just glad to see everybody having a good time.
Bitch. Quit hitting the table hard.
Yeah, you hit the table hard a lot today.
Sorry, it's just my hand. How I'm holding it.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to hit my ring, and I end up cupping my palm.
Why
against
must
the
you
table.
Don't hit the table.
Like, no, I gotta hit something.
Or do like this.
Shane hits a table.
He has not today. But he does a lot. I was saying about it during.
I didn't say he did it today. I
If
said
you're
he
listening to
hits the
this
table.
after the fact, you can find that video on YouTube by searching That Girl from Cali and Blind Wave
Yeah.
WaveCon 2018.
Yeah,
Should pop right up.
It's fun times.
Just so you know, Shane, so you don't shame me later. I was intending to miss because I didn't want to ruin your drink.
That's what I would say too.
If you made it, though, I would have been happy.
So if you guys have some questions in chat, go ahead and hit us up. I've got a couple here. First of all, are we going to be at New York Comic Con this year? That is a no.
No,
we
you're
will not. We had some
I don't-
plans, but we're gonna be way too busy next month. So we're not gonna be able to. Hopefully we can return to New York though, maybe next year or something.
And we also
Yeah,
Different shape
that's,
than last time.
that's kind of, I think, the. I don't care if you shoot me. Terrible. But yeah, no, I want to go. We were planning on going, but just didn't happen. But next year,
Things just didn't work
next
out.
year
Didn't
is
work
in
out.
our plans. It's in our. We can't make any promises, but it's in our sights for
We'll
sure.
try to spend some time to find some other stuff that we want to do too, because
we got to spread the love.
we've been to New York, so we met people around the New York area. I would like to try to find somewhere we haven't been yet, like maybe like more south, like Texas, or more west, like I don't know, somewhere besides New York.
Or like
Texas.
Chicago for Star Wars Celebration.
Ooh,
Yeah.
we will be there.
I know Bigfoot is going to meet up with us, so
We'll be in Chicago
I'm
for.
pumped about that.
That's the one. That's the only one planned right now.
Yeah, so if you want to,
Which is in. What month's that? Anyone remember?
April.
Yeah.
you guys want to meet up with us then? That'd be the time to
Yeah,
do it.
anyone around the Chicago area, whatever. We'll try to have a meetup somewhere. I don't know Chicago at all, so if anyone has an idea of where to have a meetup in Chicago, like tweet us or something and let us know.
I know a good place to have a meetup in
I know.
Chicago.
Iron Galaxies with Dave Lang, dive kick guy.
Rick.
I only know things that are
Never
in
mind.
Chicago.
It's true.
That's a lake, isn't it?
That's a
It's a pizza place.
Normally I don't ask.
No, like east of Chicago, there's just a fucking lake.
I only know
There's nothing
pizza.
there.
That was a joke. What's up, Rick?
Normally I don't ask will you react to this, but tons of people have been asking if Aaron has seen the new Doctor Who trailer.
Oh, is there a new trailer for
No,
Doctor Who?
I have not.
No, him and Melanie might do that though.
I have not.
I encourage him to do it.
Yeah, I definitely want to hit up like a more board gamey convention someday, like a
All right.
Gen
Why
Con
not?
or a Dragon Con or a PAX Unplugged or something like that. That would be
So I just wanted. I'd go to if you were running. I like the games I play with you and the way you do it. Yeah, I mean, if they weren't as good as you, I wouldn't want to do it.
I just got a text saying that maybe we should say something since we just watched that video about
Oh.
another time.
Yeah.
We could
so
do.
we might as well, I guess, and then I'll have the official announcement somewhere else.
Is
But
that a good idea? But there's been so much secrecy and
secret
planning
all of
and.
it and stuff.
Okay.
So,
Well, we're done. We'll see.
I can just read what's going to be the announcement so everyone
read
knows.
it.
Oh,
They can
okay.
read it. Just say it.
Huh?
I mean, do we
Alright,
need to
so
wait
read the
until
announcement.
the site is up?
No, we don't. We'll just have the site up later.
Okay.
And this will be the first.
I
announcement.
disagree, but go.
No, I mean, there's nothing they can do.
Go!
There's nothing they can do yet.
There's nothing they can do.
Not really.
Gotcha.
Maybe kind of.
Not
Ish.
y-
I don't know. Eventually they'll be able to. We'll have the site up and fix everything. Anyway, it's about WaveCon next year.
Oh,
Um,
we're gonna have another WaveCon.
yeah, it had to go to someone to plan it, so it came to us to have to plan it and stuff. So we're gonna be having WaveCon next year from August 7th to the 11th.
Yeah,
Is gonna be the time frame of next year's WaveCon,
August 7th to the 11th.
and it's gonna be in Marietta.
Oh shit!
Yep.
In Marietta, our hometown.
Marietta, Ohio.
Blind Wave headquarters.
Yeah, we have a lot more to announce. We got
Not
a lot
Georgia.
of fun, crazy ideas to make it pretty action-packed.
None of that stuff. Yeah, we don't have any of that stuff. That stuff will come later. There's a big announcement. There's a thing I'll do on Discord to announce it from all of us on what we have right now, and then more things will keep kind of rolling out and everything.
Oh yeah.
But like we've been working on the hotel stuff, which I'll have that in the first announcement online of like the hotel we have. We've already got the blocks and stuff like set up, so they'll be available to be purchased. And then the official dates, and then what the block is open for, because we're gonna have the dates of when the actual convention events occur.
Yeah.
But then the block itself is open for like a full week.
Yeah.
So that people can get together and hang out and do stuff together amongst themselves. But then here are the events we have planned. So that way, if people want to
Yeah.
spend the whole time together for a week, they can. If they want to just come for like the events, they can come for the events.
And you know, there's a lot of advantages for us having it closer to home for us, because you know, going to Columbus is 2 hours away for us. You gotta, you know, it's with it being local for us, and it's gonna be a lot cheaper for people. You know,
It's gonna be cheaper for
It's
people.
gonna be a lot more doable.
Cheaper
because
parking,
Marietta just has a fantastic amount of stuff to do for not a whole lot of money.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
We are a
Um,
tourist town.
Just
so.
the price of the hotel is significantly
just that.
different.
So much.
And
it could-
and the food.
For some
like-
of you, it could counteract the cost of like a ticket, like a plane ticket.
Yeah,
I think it would.
It's
Yeah.
drastic.
for sure.
And there is a bus that runs directly. I mean, all this stuff will be later, but like
Yeah.
there's transportation that runs directly from an
Yeah.
airport to
Yeah.
Marietta, Ohio.
The Go bus literally goes from the airport to right across the street from where
Yeah.
we are right now.
And then there's also there's a smaller local airport that does some specific
Yep.
destinations that you can fly in from. Like
Yeah.
I know it does a Florida trip.
Yeah.
It does a Carolina trip. Some stuff like that too that can help some people.
Yep. And then you know the airports, you know, you can rent a car for a week for not a whole lot. You
You can carpool if
you
like
can
I know a lot of people
a
carpool
lot
anyway.
Of carpooling.
So
A lot of people, you know, we're right on a major interstate, stuff like that. So
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, we sat around, talked about it for a lot. We have a lot of plans. And We'll see how much of that comes to fruition, but we're very confident people are gonna have a lot of fun.
one of our big things was trying to figure out like Columbus is been fun, but it also isn't much pricier. So we're hoping that with
Yeah.
this, it'll hopefully make a cheaper fun con trip that we have that more people can attend to and have fun with, without having to spend a lot more.
And
Thousands of dollars.
most
Yeah.
importantly, I don't have to spend the countless hours deciding what board games I'm going to pack
True.
because they're
They'll
all
all
right
be there.
here.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Thank
And,
God.
and the things that people like a lot, like the board game stuff that we did and hanging out, like all that stuff's going to be things that we can do and stuff.
Yeah.
But then we also are working on a lot of ideas to make sure we have fun events that people will want to hang out and do stuff and play around doing whatever. So
Aaron, as a teaser, what's one event that they could look forward to?
is a teaser one event that they can look forward to?
I know
Board
what I
games.
want- I know what I want to say.
I know what you want to say. I don't know if I want to say that one yet. I feel like I know exactly what you want to
You
say.
probably do.
Board games. That's a good one.
Board games?
We'll be having one thing that didn't happen last year that I know we'll be having this next year is there'll be times to be able to hang out with the full crew that we kind of missed out on this past WaveCon.
You did miss out on that.
And we'll be having like a live Q&A with all of us, and also like a time where like if you guys want to get pictures with us, because I know some people were like, I want to get a picture with the whole crew, but we were so scattered this past WaveCon that it didn't really happen.
I was easy to find.
Yeah. So this time we want to make sure that we don't mess that opportunity up for people. So there will be like a live Q&A event and stuff with us and pictures and all that kind of stuff as well. So I'm I want to make sure that people. I was worried this last year that it was like, well, hey, look, I found Aaron. I got a picture with Aaron. And, I found Eric. And I have a picture of Eric. And like, well, we'll get together later at some point. And then we just kind of never did.
Sure.
So
Never ended up working
So
out.
we'll make sure that happens for sure.
Yeah.
Right?
No, yeah.
Definitely.
I'm definitely looking forward to it.
And then also, I guess the other fun thing is that we're also working on some things through the week of that, so that there is an event that if you want to attend that involves each individual member.
Mm-hmm.
So there'll be like this with Aaron, or this with Calvin, or this with Eric, and then you can, it shouldn't be overlapped where it's like, well, I got to pick Shane or Calvin.
Sure.
But it should be able to like, oh, I get a time that I can hang out
Yeah.
with just Shane. And then I get a time I can hang out with just Rick, which that's just going to be every day in the board game room. But
There'll be stuff happening all the time where people can pick and choose how they're going to spend their week and have a good time doing it.
Yeah,
so it should be fun, and we'll have more information coming out
Yeah.
And,
as it continues. And we're also going to have a page dedicated to that on the website, so that you can find all the information and be able to book your hotel and all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah, definitely.
there'll be some more things too that we're looking at that may involve paying ahead of time with like a reservation as we get that kind of fleshed out and finished. So there may be some things like that where it's like we only have so many spots, so if people are interested, we'll have to have them pay ahead of time for like an event
to hold their spot.
to hold the spot for it. So it's just because the thing we're planning is going to be a per person kind of thing, and we got to make sure we know how many people we need for it and how much money it's going to be for it.
Yep.
So, but a lot of good things, and I'm excited to have that all
For sure.
roll out.
And, having it here, people can come and actually see the Wave Cave in action.
We're gonna have a tour,
We'll have a tour,
Yeah.
Take your picture at the table.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
and like it's great as well too. Like if something breaks, we can come and
Yeah.
work for half an hour.
Yeah, or if a major trailer drops,
Yeah.
or like, hey, we didn't get everything done the week before, and now
Sure.
we're going to be late, and that's always really important for us. Even when we have any kind of trip or blind weave event, it's like, all right, we got to go
How much
double
equipment you gotta
hard
take
the
and
week
what do we
before,
do?
so that the normal subscribers
Or
that
2 weeks.
aren't able to come to WaveCon can still have that content come out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, there is that will be a fun thing too. Is like we won't be having it at the Wave Cave, but there will be a time where we will be able showing off the
Yeah.
Wave Cave, and if people want to come in and look around and hang out with us at the Wave Cave for a little bit, we'll do that.
And people will be able to hit the button if they want.
Yeah.
I don't know. That sounds dangerous.
We'll have
You
a
might be
stunt-
liable.
We'll have a stunt one.
Oh, okay.
A stunt button.
Melanie cuts herself on that. Rick's cut himself on that. It's
have.
dangerous.
I have it.
Jancy got a dangerous button, Eric.
We'll probably do like photo signings and
I
stuff
wanna
at the same
say
time as we do pictures
$5.
for fastest food.
I want to say having it in
only
Marietta, I
Marietta.
won't get lost, but we know that's not true.
That's not true, Rick. You will end up in the wrong place.
not true.
We're also working to try to make sure things are kind of. There's lots to do, but it's also condensed enough that it's not going to be like having to drive real far or anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Everything's going to be
in
in
the
close
spirit
proximity.
of just, for me, like what was important was just late night conversations, just singing Backstreet Boys, talking for like 2 or 3 hours, late at night and early morning. That will still definitely be there. So that's really important to us as well.
Yeah. It's about having fun with friends.
Yeah.
And that's what we're going to focus on, and I think it's going to be a good time.
Yeah.
But Melanie texted me. She's like, "You guys should announce
Yeah.
WaveCon." I'm like,
So,
"Okay."
so stay tuned for more. 'cause
Like with
it's-
having that, I was like, all right, because we had already kind of finalized a few things. Like, well, we should announce it when tomorrow. I don't know. Monday. I don't know. 1st of October. Maybe that. I don't know.
no, it's
And then we have this. Like, just do it now. I'm like, all right.
I think it's a good idea to do now.
Yeah. It was
Well,
it was apt.
Yeah, it'll be a great time, and a few people I mentioned like, oh, I don't know if I want to go. I'd feel so awkward. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
have
I
a great time.
I don't think we
Yeah.
have that problem really.
Promise.
Because we're very awkward, so it's okay.
I'm definitely very awkward.
He is.
And this way,
When I said that, I was trying to
everyone
be nice.
else
He
can't
is
be
awkward.
like 3 hours late. And speaking of awkward, me being the only one there
You know, I might make
with
it.
like 75 people.
I might make it on the first day now.
We gotta find a Thai
I
restaurant.
always
We
miss
gotta
that
find a
first
Thai
day.
restaurant that he cannot go to.
Damn it. You guys go over to
We
do-
Spagna's without me. Like, damn it.
I'm gonna swear to God, I'm gonna try to make that happen.
No, we need to get him in Columbus.
We
for
do the
first
meet
day.
and greet at the
I'm
acupuncture
in
place.
Columbus while you guys are at Spagna's.
Me and Gree at the acupuncture place. Calvin said.
Yes.
No, it's a terrible idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, fun stuff. If anyone has any other quick questions in chat, I've kind of run through everything I have for today.
I want to answer this real
All
quick. Adnan1610 said, "What are my thoughts on Triple G Canelo?" I thought,
Is it you that's been searching that on our YouTube channel?
Yeah, I thought it was basically a tie. I thought Triple G won by a round. I watched it twice. I scored it the best way I could. I thought Triple G looked like he won by about a round. But other than that, it was really even. But Triple G, not being as big of as a superstar as Canelo,
if he didn't beat him convincingly, everyone knew that he was going to take the loss because that's how boxing is. It's very corrupt, unfortunately, even though I love it. But it was one of the most entertaining fights in years, and they've agreed to a third one with a handshake agreement. So, I'm looking forward to that as well.
Shane?
Eric, why are you doing this?
There's a question here that's been asked a couple times. Let's see. From Lockdown, did you all see that it took 19 hours for the world's first team to beat the new Destiny raid, and only 3 groups were able to beat it in the first 24 hours? What's the longest you've been stuck on a game level / mission / raid / event?
Kruga, last level, 15 years.
Kruga, the game.
Aaron leaving the first locker in Metal Gear Solid 2.
Rick, remember me playing Siren?
Yeah.
I was going to bring that up.
Yeah.
I played a horror game called Siren where, like, you can't kill the creatures, you can knock them down and run. And I stood on this stairwell watching this one patrol this hallway for, like, 15 minutes not moving. It was just a moving thing.
Yeah.
Like, that's all it was.
What's that scary-ass game? For me, it took me a long time to beat the end for the first time.
Okay.
From Metal Gear Solid 3.
Oh, yeah? You should have just... Did you turn off your PS2 and just wait?
I mean, I did. I played the game like 100 times.
Yeah.
But, like, the first time, I was really, like, crawling everywhere.
Well,
like,
if you don't know anything about
Yeah.
it, like, you don't know, well, I should use thermal goggles. You don't know what you're looking for. You don't know anything.
I don't want to go too much because of spoilers, but Nick's avatar from Persona 3 is a long-ass boss battle.
Things that took me a long time to beat.
I'll tell you what,
My guild right now is
Omega
on
Weapon, Final Fantasy 8.
Sure.
Jeez Louise.
I mean, there's some of those. I was playing Final Fantasy 7.
Like the weapons?
The weapons that run
Fucking
around.
take an hour.
There were some of those I just gave up. I never got the Knights of the Rounds. I never did the Chocobo thing. Like, I don't know if you count those. But
Yeah,
right now, my
man.
guild, we're on like week 3 and still haven't beaten the raid yet.
Oh, damn.
So like that's been a
Jeez.
tough one going through that, trying to get that finished out.
I'll tell you what, that one game that me and you played,
Chicken.
the one we don't
What?
talk about,
Oh.
we couldn't get past the tutorial.
When I walked into you guys,
yeah, dude. God, man.
Oh, yeah.
That was-
Jesus.
What?
Like, and I think
They
I
would
consider
make it
myself a right below expert gamer in terms of like the way I can grasp a game, how
How well you can adapt and play it.
how
and-
competitive I can be, and how well I can learn. But this game,
expert video gamer, not like the detective game we played earlier.
I thought it was okay. I thought it was okay.
just depends if someone gives good fucking clues.
It took me forever to beat this group of rats in The Witcher 3 because they were bugged out with level scaling. So
Yeah.
basically, they're supposed to be like level 1 rats, but level scaling brings everything up to your level,
Sure.
and they kill you in one hit.
Damn.
Basically, it took me forever.
That's crazy.
But
there a-
I
was there a
didn't turn
patch?
it off. Huh?
Was there a patch or anything?
No. I mean, I had to. At a certain point, you have to fight a genie in that game, and that one you just can't win without turning level scaling off. Like, you can turn it on and off at will.
Right.
So, like, for the genie, I had to turn it off because there's just no way to win.
Gotcha.
But for the rats,
Okay.
I kept it on. I beat those motherfuckers.
Good job, Rick.
I'm still working on one of the levels in Plague Inc. where you got to do the zombies.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm still stuck on it. For some reason, I just
Plague Inc. is a game where you have
I
to
get
like
so
create
close.
some kind of virus disease thing and then infect the world.
It was a Flash game originally, right?
It might have been a
Probably
Flash game.
originally.
I know it's been an app and a Steam game
Okay.
now. So it's kind of like a video game pandemic.
Yeah.
But instead of trying to cure it, you're the disease.
Yeah, yeah. And you
So-
can
Yeah.
drop, like, Michael Jackson and stuff in different
What?
places.
Michael
No.
Jackson?
Okay, maybe
What'd
I'm
you
thinking
say?
of something else.
Woohoo.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Actually.
no, but I'm playing on
I don't
the
know what he means.
like the most difficult difficulty because I was trying to unlock another thing. I just haven't been able to beat it yet.
Okay.
I can't
I've-
think of
I've
like
been
another
doing that
boss
for,
or
like, a year,
anything that's
probably.
like I just
haven't played it for a while.
Water Temple, Legend of Zelda. Took a while for me.
see
Oh,
as a
fuck, the
kid.
first time I played that, fuck yeah, it took forever.
As a
and
kid-
I
I've
was
never played it.
frustrated as a motherfucker too, like loading the water and stuff.
Yeah, I know people talk about it all the time. As a kid, I can't remember like being stuck on it.
You probably skipped
Shane's puzzles
I
in
didn't skip
Spider-Man
it,
was
okay?
Oh, that was another one.
I skipped a level because it was scary.
Puzzles to get
okay.
It was,
Yeah.
It's the same reason I haven't. Silent Hill 2, I've never
math
beaten
puzzle.
because I got scared of the fog in the beginning of the level because there was something growling at me and it was scary. Okay.
Sure.
I didn't even see any creatures. I just stopped playing. Scary
I
stuff.
tell you what says beating Mist and Riven. I
And
think
what?
I know what those are from.
I don't know what that is. But
Okay.
That sounds hard.
Another one I had. Oh, there's an Ice Queen boss and the final boss from Dark Cloud. for PS2 took forever. Mainly because I was like out of items for the Ice Queen anyway, and like I had saved, I didn't have multiple save points, and I was just kind of stuck in it. I had to beat it with what I had. There was no way to go out to a shop or anything, you know.
Yeah.
Which was pretty terrible.
I got one, and it wasn't we were stuck forever. But me, you, and Gus, we went out and got Street Fighter 4 the night it came out.
Yeah.
The car.
Went to Gus's basement.
Fucking.
And this wasn't like a 2-day thing, but
Yeah.
I'm talking about we progressed through the game at a pretty good rate. We got to the final boss, Seth, and it was like 2 hours.
It was tough.
It was like, well, because the game at this point, and I'm not just saying this, like it was literally being cheap.
Yeah, I mean, final bosses in fighting games are notoriously unfair.
Yeah, like Shao Kahn.
Yeah, and then
like
eventually,
Trilogy was
I
so
thought it was
hard.
Gus, but I guess it was Rick. Is
It
that
was
what you
me,
said? Yeah.
Dude,
But Rick eventually beat him.
as Sagat, who was the best character in that game.
Yeah. They balanced the game like with patches for weeks, months after that. But when we got it, that took forever. Like, I don't know. Like, that's really my memory, just suffering through that night with you guys.
And I remember the celebration as well. Like
Yeah.
it was
Confetti.
The two
all that
things-
lube.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, more chicken. You guys play chicken again
Yeah,
too?
yeah.
Damn, it was a good game. The two things I was thinking of. One is Zombies Ate My Neighbors. There was a level where like this doctor turned into like a giant spider, and I never beat that level. There were some levels where I would play it again and keep playing, and eventually I'd beat it, and I never would beat that level.
Yeah.
And the other one was it took me a long time to be able to win as Kirby and or Mario in Smash Brothers. It took a long, it looked like years of like
Well, Kirby.
battling bosses.
Yeah,
Till
I feel the same way
till I
with
could finally
every
beat them.
character.
Yeah.
At least in
Sure.
like a somewhat
Yeah, but now look, you guys.
evenish matchup.
Now we're all basically even. You know, I think I'm a little better, but basically we're all
He's the
even.
expert.
Yeah, I'm just saying like
At Smash Brothers,
When
if I
starting
was any
that-
better, I'd be a professional.
when
I think.
starting that, me and Rick would play, and it would always come down to like you and Gus or something like that. Like,
Yeah, for years.
and like me and Rick are just watching.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, but
we
that-
never gave
that-
up.
That drove you
Yeah,
forward.
but
Yeah,
we kept playing and we kept pushing, and that was like months to
Yeah.
years.
And
of,
it's
like,
because those are the type of
trying to
people
get
you guys
better.
are. You know what I mean? You hated it. You hated it. You know what I mean? And before that game, you guys probably thought you could master any game quickly.
It's
you
how
know?
I am now. Like when we're
Calvin's
playing,
the opposite. You know what I mean? He loses. He just doesn't want to play anymore.
No, that's not true.
I know,
when
just kidding.
playing World of Warcraft right now, like our raid, when we're not beating a boss, I'm like, come on, guys! Like I'm trying to do everything I can. Like you guys need to try to do everything you can.
Yeah. Like I'd be
Take it
terrible.
seriously,
I've never
don't
done any
goof
of
off,
those.
you
So I'd
know?
be terrible at this.
It's just tough
Yeah.
though, because it's not like in a fighting game. It's me. Like I'm the Mario.
Yeah, I feel-
it's
yeah.
my fault. If
I
If
feel-
you're being
you know?
drugged down by a team, it's a lot more frustrating.
But in the raid, like I'm trying to do as much as I can. I know others are better than me, but there's also others. I'm like, come on, guys, try as hard as you can. Like,
kind
are
of
you
phoning
It's
it
a team
in.
effort.
like
Yeah.
push? You know.
Like that, and that would frustrate the fuck out of me if I lost because of someone else. You know what I mean? Like with Smash Bros, I feel mostly a really big responsibility, personal responsibility if I lose. Like, well, that was on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
But it's not even the same as like in League of Legends. It's different. When I would play that, you have a 5-man team versus another 5-man team, and whenever like you're playing top lane by yourself and the middle lane person is losing to the other middle lane person, it's not necessarily that they're bad and not trying, but it could be that they're just being outclassed by the other player.
Yeah,
In
it's just
this
a bad
one, it's
matchup.
just us trying to like you got to pay attention of what's getting dropped and the attacks come in and
Sure.
you know what I love for
pay attention to the mechanics. You know, like
Yeah, it's like being a basketball player scoring 80 points and still losing the game.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
And I'll
Michael
take-
Dre dropped 63 on Boston, you know, and then they lost in the semifinals.
yeah. But sometimes it just takes one person to like do one mess up, and you just never have the whole group like congeal and do one perfect run.
Everybody
through.
else is
Yeah.
trying to catch
You know
up.
what I've
Yeah.
always
Yeah.
wanted for Smash Brothers? Gus and I used to talk about this. You know, because we can do 2v2s. We can, and actually the new game you can do like 4v4s, can't you?
in Smash.
Yeah, you could do that for the Wii U, right? You can hook all the controllers together
Prop.
and do. That's why they have the big
know.
levels.
You can do 8 people matchups.
You can do 8 free
I don't know.
I don't know if you can do teams.
I don't know what the team
Oh.
matchups you can do in it, but
I
I'm gonna
always,
say yes.
I would
You
always
can do.
love to find a way, like if we each had our own TV, so it basically followed kind of our character and whoever he fought, and we're all fighting on a team together. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Because like when you play on the couch, we more people, more chaotic. The farther the screen is away. If we're all in our houses or wherever, we all had our own TV. Wouldn't it be so fucking cool? We're all in fucking like battle together.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'd be so fucking cool.
Be like playing multiplayer SOCOM or something like
Yeah,
that. You're all working
exactly. Like,
together.
because Gus and I used to talk about that. You know, like because his idea was like it'd be better if there was HP for that. I said no, I'd still want to have kicking people off the ledge. But I just would want my own TV so it wouldn't be so chaotic and I could focus on my character.
The mode that I'm really interested in in the new one is being able to play a stock match, but playing it with different characters. So you can have like one stock as Link, one stock as Sheik, one stock as Mario. You know, and I think that would be a really interesting way to play the game as well.
Yeah, I agree. That's really fucking cool.
Yeah, other fighters have done that, like Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah, that may be hard against you, Shane. Because like usually, like if I play Mario against you a lot and you're used to it, you do well and you beat me. But then I do my switch over to like Kirby, and it screws with you for like
my
the
weakness
first,
as a
the
player
first game
in Smash is definitely
until you get used to it again. So if I have like 3 different stocks of characters that I'm playing against you with, like you'll have to get used to the different styles of each one. And
I agree, that would fuck me up probably.
I just feel like it. So I'll say, like, if I play Kirby and I haven't played Kirby in a while, like, you get messed up for, like, 1 or 2 matches, and then you catch me, and then you got me.
Yeah.
Kind of thing, you know what I mean?
Well, it's like, okay, Pierce, who we love, he's our friend. Not as good, not anywhere close to being on our level at Smash Brothers, in case you're watching. You know, he, for the past year, he's been training with Cloud, who is very, he's like the second best character in this game. And we played, and it was real close. I was like, shit, man, he fucking got good. And then he beat me the next 2. Then after that, I beat him every time, and then I started 2-stalking him. Because I just downloaded how he fought in my brain. And okay, this is what he's doing. This
You
is
just
what I
learn the
gotta do.
matchup.
And he's like, how do you adapt like this?
Yeah, you adapt quick on that.
It's like a Saiyan, right?
I guess. But, you know, the one thing I'm good at, or 2 things I'm good at is that. Smashing lightsaber.
3 things.
For taking a
4
while.
things.
I don't know how long it took Aaron, but beating Sephiroth in Kingdom Hearts took a long time for me.
I don't think I ever beat him in the second game.
And the Giants as well.
I beat him in the first game. A lot
Giant?
of that Hercules arena area was fairly tough.
Yeah.
I remember being stuck on the Ice Giant, now that you say about it, for a little while. I think it was the Ice Giant. I think it was
The Ice Giant,
I think it was the Ice
Yeah,
Giant,
yeah.
the Ice Titan.
Yeah.
But yeah, Sephiroth's tough.
That's quite the answer to that question.
Are you trying to say we should end the question now?
It's a long one.
Yeah. Before we do go into bits, though, the longest I did ever get stuck was because I got lost in Legend of Legaia.
Got lost in that game.
And I got so frustrated, I stopped playing it for like 6 months, and I came back to it, and I found my way immediately.
Yeah.
So technically,
That'd
it
be
took
funny
me
if you were
6
playing that on the
months.
Vita and you got lost in that game and you looked up and you were lost in real life.
All right, let's read some of these shoutouts unless anyone has anything else.
Can't think of anything.
All right. Let's see. Echo Dolly gave 100 bits.
Echo Dolly.
Thank you, Echo.
Alex Italian gave 1,200 bits.
Jeez.
Heading
you,
to
Alex.
work. Hope you have a great podcast.
Well, he's gone.
Thank you very much,
Alex.
Alex.
Have fun at work.
You listen to this later.
Raza Plays HD has resubscribed for 8 months.
Ooh, thank you.
Raza.
Thackman for 2 months.
You bastard.
Top Screen for his weekly 100 bits.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, top screen.
It's Kiki Keeks has subscribed.
Thank you.
Keeks, my girl. Thank you.
Do you love me?
Wrath's Rage has subscribed.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you for the sub.
What was the name?
Wrath's Rage.
Thank you.
Watermelon Commando has subscribed.
I love that name.
you.
What does that mean?
Bell Revan, 1986, gave 100 bits and said, "Did you guys know that the voice actor for Spider-Man in the game also voices
Yes.
Mercury from Ruby?"
No.
You didn't. Yeah.
Someone,
That's cool.
Someone told me he voiced something else. And
He voices someone from Code Geass, I believe.
Yeah.
Suzaku.
Suzaku.
My eye.
Suzaku, yeah.
Suzaku.
And he's also Yosuke from Persona.
so did me.
I cannot hear what Rick is saying.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Just
What is
stop.
it?
Put it down.
Sorry. Voice actor for Spider-Man in the game also
Yeah.
voices Mercury from Ruby.
Ruby, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, and then he also voices Suzaku and Code Geass.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Bojangles, 1,000 bits.
Bojangles.
Bojangles, thank you so much,
Bojangles.
man.
Did he say something?
Can't watch the stream live today, unfortunately. Hope to catch the stream tomorrow, or the group stream
I
tomorrow.
wore your hat.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hicks NBA, 25 bits.
Thank you,
Thank
Hicks.
you, Hicks.
Pasty Face has resubscribed for 9 months.
Yes, pasty face.
Calvin, you're on here too?
Blind Wave Baby.
Fantastic Kate, 15 months.
Dang, fantastic
15
Kate.
months, man. 15 months.
Dalton, DL Ton, has subscribed.
DL Ton.
Thank you so much for the
Thank
subscription.
you for the sub.
Thank
DL Ton.
you.
Flashback 007 has subscribed.
Flashback. Thank you, Flashback.
The Annoying Ranter gave 200 bits and said, "What do you think of the Final Fantasy games coming over to the Switch?" We talked about
We
that.
talked about that for a little bit.
Thank
Very
you, the
cool.
annoying ranter.
Echo Dolly with another 100 bits.
Thank you, Echo.
Thank you for that gift from Mailbag, too.
Scott Anderson with 95. Eric and Shane, don't you think Rick could do a great Mr. Satan cosplay?
No.
Rick?
No.
He's a little
Is he
bigger.
from South Park?
No.
No.
He's Hercule. From Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
No.
I don't think
No.
so.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say no.
No.
Big no there, but thanks for the bits.
Yeah. Thanks for the bits though, sucker.
Hooded Carnivore, 400 bits.
Oh,
Thank you, Hooded Carnivore.
Carnivore.
Saladin or Salahadin resubscribed for 5 months.
Ooh,
Thank
Thank you
very
for the
much.
resub.
He says, "Yay, 5 months. Sorry, I am 4 a.m. here in Australia."
Oh,
Jeez. Well, thank you for
Thank you.
subbing while you're trying
you
to sleep.
should go to bed.
You probably should, unless you work night shift.
Garrick Lauren OW has resubscribed for 9 months, and he says time to upgrade his sub. He's at level 2 now.
Awesome, Garrick
so much.
Thank you,
Lauren.
Garrick Lauren.
Blindway, baby.
Speaking of Edwin B, he resubscribed for 8 months and said Marietta, Ohio, the 6th best ranked small town hype.
See?
Hell yeah,
Eric?
thank you.
Ranked.
You-
It is
You
true.
watched that video.
Marietta's ranked.
Someone linked it in Discord. I didn't
Yeah.
bring it up for the podcast.
It's a nice place.
That was the Smithsonian?
Smithsonian.
Didn't they
Yeah.
do that ranking?
Yep,
Did they?
believe so.
On their website.
If I remember
Dip
correctly.
602, 100 bits. He says,
Yep.
"You scrub that table, Calvin."
Potato chip. Dip. Dip. Potato chip.
If you haven't seen that Code Geass reaction, because it's on early access, you should check it out. It's
Yeah.
great.
Get early access. Check it out.
Yep. Pro Reviews has resubscribed for 15 months.
Pro reviews.
Awesome, thank you.
15 months. That's crazy.
15 months already. Yay! Awesome podcast as always. And good night, everyone in chat.
Thank you
Good
so
night,
much.
Pro Reviews.
Good
Thank
night,
you for
Pro.
the sub.
Baking Bad has subscribed.
Baking
Haha,
Bad.
Baking Bad.
Bounded.
That's like what you're. Is that what Melody does?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
mistake.
I had something I wanted to mention as well. We started watching the Great British Baking Show.
Yeah.
Great British Baking Show. There's a new season out.
Yeah.
And I felt like I was getting trolled
Okay.
because one of the challenges was to make a edible board game, and some motherfucker made Candyland.
Great British Baking Show.
Great British Baking Show. Great British Baking Show. Great British Baking Show. Great British Baking Show.
Say it again.
Great
British Baking Show.
Finally,
Say it again.
Great British Baking Show. Great British Baking Show.
All right, we're good.
hoping I'm getting this one right. It is a Turninex.
Turninex.
has resubscribed for
Turninex.
14 months.
Damn, yo.
Whoa.
Thank you so much.
Jesus.
How have we not seen that
Jeez.
name before?
He only does it during Pokemon Mondays, which no one watches.
Oh, no.
Pokemon Monday, Spider Monday.
Thank
right
you for
now.
the resubs.
And for those that are still confused, because I had people asking, Pokemon Monday is now delayed, or
Yeah.
postponed, or stopping until the end of October. Because I'm doing Spider-Man, and I have we have Scream Stream coming up in October.
Yeah.
So.
Scream.
We have a lot of exercises this time, guys.
Oh.
Man, I just ate a bunch of pizza.
Probably a lot of those are top screen.
Yes, they are actually.
Top screen.
So, Top Screen says, I'm donating 4 of these for everyone except Rick. They said both sides of the bread, CWBW. Trust Rick.
Cooking with Blind Wave.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So that
we
is
meant to say both sides of the sandwich, but we said both sides of the bread.
push-ups.
What?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay. And then after that, he redeemed squats. He said, push-ups are on cooldown. If I can't donate for all 4, Rick gets to choose who. So he's actually done 3 of them. So he's done push-ups, squats, and sit-ups. I want to see Aaron do squats.
Damn it.
Okay.
I want to see Shane do sit-ups.
Okay.
And I want to see Calvin do push-ups.
You son of a bitch, Rick. You have a chance to have Eric do sit-ups and you didn't do it.
Awesome. All right, you work, fellows.
Why'd you give me sit-ups?
That's 10 each, gentlemen.
I'm gonna get my normal squatting position.
Oh my gosh, Aaron. Hey, you're just trying to ingratiate yourself with the chain. That's how you squat. You don't need to put your hands up holding an imaginary bar, though.
Holding an imaginary bar. I gotta get flexible.
Calvin, while you're doing that, just go ahead and do 20 push-ups because Bell Revan got them as well.
What? Oh, good.
That's why I picked
I need a
Calvin.
place to do them.
Just do it.
8.
Do them.
Or wait till Aaron's done.
I think it's 10.
Over here, Calvin.
Calvin! On the floor. Calvin. Okay, do 10 to 10 over here.
7.
7.
Why did you do 7?
Okay,
You're taking up your space over here. I want to be
do
done with it.
13 over here.
All right.
That ass.
It's not that one. After pizza exercises,
That'd be easier if you spread your
indeed.
feet apart.
And Calvin also 10 squats.
Oh!
Fuck you!
Baby!
Did you get the pick or did they pick?
No, they picked.
Make sure you unlock your hips before your knees. So you sit back. Huh? Unlock your hips. Before doing deep knee bend. Just do your squats.
Calvin is a beast. Go, go, go. Work it, skinny man.
God damn you, Calvin. You just I'm doing this to spite you.
3,
I squat.
4. Jeez.
Prepare the sick
Going
bags.
So fast.
I don't even know how many I've done.
There you stop.
Oompa loompa doopity doo.
There's so much
Sure,
shit.
I've done more than 10.
All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us for this edition of the Blind Way Podcast. If you want to catch it live, it happens every Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, tomorrow we are streaming a group stream at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
I hope so.
Probably, hopefully. We're moving stuff around on this floor. We got a lot of work to do. We don't have any streaming computers really hooked up at the moment, but maybe we'll get it done in time. If not, we'll tweet you and let you know. All right, guys. Thanks.
Wait, Eric has to do sit-ups.
What?
Bye!
Bye.